Okay.
Recording has begun. Alright, so, last session, you finally left the woods outside of Trimitas and ended up seeing how the corruption had spread to the majority of the land there. You followed this up by investigating a lake that appeared corrupted and spent a while trying to figure out how to get something at the bottom of it before figuring it out and emerging from the forest with an amulet. You are now currently sitting next to a couple of windmills with a few workers sort of, making whatever it is they make windmills again. So, what are you going to do?
Has anyone cast Detect Magic on that amulet yet?
No, not yet.
You might want to do that.
I feel like I have, but he told me like a bullshit answer, but I'll do it again.
No, you did cast Detect Magic on it. I told you what it...
You told me a garbage bullshit answer. It just makes me more myself or something. Like, it makes me stronger or, like, more me. Like, more in tune with myself. Whatever, it's not important.
Nah, yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay. Okay, lads, what's our next... Wait, that's not... I mean, this isn't in character, but, like, what's our next move, you guys?
There's holes in the windmills.
There's holes in the windmills?
Aren't there? Wait.
No.
Yeah. No, there was damage to the windmills.
I think those are windows.
Can we find someone and ask them if they've seen... How can we word this so it's not suspicious?
There's a kidnapped girl we're searching after.
We don't have, like, I wish we could have just, like, taken a pic, like, of her, but she was already gone and we don't have iPhones, so...
Yeah, it is, like, negative 73 outside. 80 DC.
So it's cold?
Okay.
British Columbia, BC.
Okay, let's ask around. Do you want me to make a perception roll to see if I see anyone, or what?
Up to you.
Okay, I'm gonna roll perception, I guess, and see what I can see.
19.
Yay.
You don't see much. You see the 3 windmills with about 6 or so people working around them. There's a great number of footsteps in the dirt path that seem to have been made rather quickly, and you can see sort of and you see a bit of the brickwork on one of the windmills seems to be a little out of place, but that's about it.
Okay, I'm gonna approach the nearest person.
Alright. You walk up to just a regular looking farmer in just sort of tending the windmill.
Okay. Are they like male or female or not?
It's a male. He just seems like a regular sort of everyday farmer.
Okay. Hello, sir. We're looking for a missing girl. Do you have a minute?
Are we still looking for the girl?
He puts his he puts his stick down that he's been using to sort of work around and frowns a little bit. Oh, what, really? What do you can you tell me a bit about her? We haven't really seen anything too out of the ordinary, but I'll be happy to help.
Took her. They're well known around these parts. If you've encountered them, there would have been parts missing or something. Bodies touched by dark magic. None of that?
His eyes widen and he sort of takes a step back. Dark magic? Hearts eaten? I'm afraid I'm not quite sure what you're talking about.
Well, keep an eye out for each other in these trying times.
Thank you for the warning, adventurer.
Okay, I turn back to the group and go, well, that was a dead end.
Hold on. Let's, I'm not entirely convinced that he was being entirely honest, so I'm gonna...
Do you have the zone of truth?
I have insight that I can roll.
Oh, true.
Sure.
Insight.
Pretty good.
All right. Give me a moment to check something. All right. Okay. They seem a little bit more. They seem a little shaky. They seem a little concerned at the moment, but it doesn't seem like they're too. I feel like rattled would be the best way to describe them, but they don't particularly seem to be hiding anything from you.
Okay, so it's alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna just walk up to them. I'm gonna turn to whoever looks like the leader. And I am going to slightly exaggerate my voice with my thaumaturgy.
Okay, sure.
And I'm gonna say something happened here. What was it?
Okay, he's sort of. Are you gonna roll to try and intimidate him then?
Yeah. Do that.
Sure, go ahead. Okay. He seems a little bit taken aback and somewhat sort of unnerved by the loud voice and the and your kind of the way you look, but he doesn't seem to. But apart from that, he just seems to sort of shake his head a little bit and say, "I don't quite rightfully know what you're talking about, travelers. We've been out here by these windmills for the last couple of days, just sort of gathering food for the winter."
And no one's gone missing. No children vanished into the night.
I mean, I feel if something like that were to happen, it would be on the town board. If you're looking for some kind of information, it might be best to check there.
Last we checked, there were 3 bodies on the town board. Fucking Jackie.
He sort of swallows. Excuse me? What do you mean?
You'll have to go and hear for yourself, but let me just say, she's right. Be careful. And I walk away.
He seems utterly shaken and slightly afraid of you.
All right. Mission accomplished.
Scared a bunch of innocent farmers.
There are a bunch of farmers who are probably innocent, yes.
Yep. Okay.
Now they gotta hide their drug farm.
Yeah, geez. It's clear that the entire town is actually under the control of a Mexican cartel that's forcing them to make illegal drugs.
That would have been the best start for this.
I'm imagining you fucking bust down the doors to like a big ass castle, and inside you just see like 2 conveyor belts full of like fucking dwarves packaging fantasy cocaine.
They're all naked.
And it turns out that all of this crazy shit you've been seeing has actually been because all the food you've been eating is laced with drugs.
There's actually a Call of Cthulhu adventure, and the somebody keeps seeing these things, but the actual secret is that person has schizophrenia, and they're hallucinating it all, and that's the plot twist.
Just fucking.
I'm sorry to ask, but like, what happened?
What?
I'm sorry to ask, but what happened?
What happened where?
Like just now after he did the insight?
Were you not there?
No, yeah, I had to say goodbye to my parents.
Okay, not much. He sort of got the same kind of answer you did.
Okay. Fair.
So they're either real good at lying, or there's actually nothing going on. I'll leave that up to your discretion.
I feel like there's nothing going on here and that this is a dead end and that we're wasting our time.
It's a Monty Python sketch. Anyway, I shouldn't bring that up.
What is Monty Python? This is D&D.
Okay, Monty Python and D&D are the same thing.
I would love to fucking DM or even just be part of a Monty Python and the Holy Grail campaign.
Yeah. They all turn out like that eventually.
God.
Are the knights who say me?
Okay, guys, brainstorm. I don't think we're gonna find the girl here. I think we should move on.
You
Are there any
fucking
other paths?
you're fighting against someone and you fucking you roll fucking vicious mockery and it's like I fought in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
Okay, I'm just gonna say we should totally do a Don Quixote and stab the windmills.
Stab the
Like-
windmills?
Everybody knows about Don Quixote, right?
Not really.
Yeah, that's the thing he did. He fought the windmills.
We're
'Cause-
not going to fight these windmills. We're not crazy people. I'm not a crazy
Yet.
person who would like to.
You're not crazy people yet.
Oh my god.
I mean, you got. Well, to be fair, you do still have maximum sanity, all of you.
yeah,
It's a
we're
miracle.
fine.
Are there any
We're
other?
literally fine.
Yeah, are there any other paths out or anything else we can see from here?
You can see a decently large town.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, do you guys want to check the what? Do you guys want to look at the world map again?
I think we should just head for the town.
yeah.
Does anyone have any damage that needs to be like does anyone need to take a long rest?
I don't think so. We haven't really fought anything recently.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Also,
guys are. You guys are fine at the moment.
You should throw the
Oh,
world
I
map
hear an
up
echo.
in the journal.
Yeah,
So
I
we can
might.
see it anytime.
Sure. That sounds like a decent idea.
Now let's see. I say we should investigate those mountains. There's something scary over in the bottom left.
I'll put
No,
that. I'll put that in the
There's
lore.
nothing scary.
I'll put that in the lore channel.
Thank you.
Nice.
There's nothing scary with it. There's just a friendly man.
The friendliest.
I too am a
He's
red
got a big old
friendly
smile.
man. Good.
Just
There you go.
enjoying a nice hot cocoa.
That's actually the narrator, just kind of watching. Yep, he's just sitting there watching all of you from the mountains. The fuck are you
But you don't
doing?
notice. You're not allowed to notice.
Great. I'm doing great.
You're afflicted with everything.
I love
Summoning
conditions.
ancient runes.
You stop. No.
Oh, I forgot that I had the volcano tab up. Whoops.
Oh yes, the volcano tab.
This is professional.
Our whole thing is professional here, can't you tell?
Clearly,
hmm
I see
Just-
I almost fall off my bed.
utmost professionalism.
The hypest D&D on. No, we're not on YouTube, so can't really do that.
Okay, so you guys been heading to the town?
Sure.
Sure.
All right. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. You enter the town.
Did we fast travel?
No. Congratulations.
Slow travel.
You have entered the town of doodle-doo, Falteran.
Falteran?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Falteran.
All right.
You're gonna see what you want to see what's there, and or are you just content to stand T-posed in the fucking entranceway? Because right now, the fact that nobody's saying anything or doing anything, I'm just getting the impression that all four of you are T-posed in the fucking
I don't
gate.
know what's happening, so I'm sort of like trying to get to a point where I can safely sort of go into it without looking like an idiot.
Wait, hold on, say that again?
like I sort of don't know. I don't know what's happening exactly.
Did they, let's say they filled you in on what happened last time.
All right, cool. I still know nothing.
Fair enough. So, you guys gonna do anything, or?
I'm just falling behind. Whatever. Just like seeing what's going on. Also, let's like point out something. Give me a second. Dragon, what is? Dragon, what is this? What is this right here?
What is what?
You see what's going on here, Dragon?
Yeah?
You see this?
Oh, fuck you! Fuck you!
We only expect professionalism here, Dragon.
Do me a favor, take all of your fucks and just put them in a bag and then fuck yourself.
Alright, cool. That's nice.
Fucking you make. Do you want to make the maps instead?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, that was the wrong channel.
Oh no, not the wrong channel. You post all the you post the entire core.
Such professionalism.
Wait, speaking of professionalism, everybody meet me in the tavern and your icons into a dick.
Fucking.
I don't think that's possible with the amount of icons we have, but I'll try.
We can make a pyramid at the very least.
God.
Get into formation.
You guys haven't even fucking entered the town yet. What are you doing? You can't just fucking teleport into. You can't just
go.
Teleport into a tavern. You're
We're
not.
gonna walk into the tavern and stand in a dick-shaped formation.
I hate
Thought that was clear.
all of you. I hate
Now, where am I?
Okay, so I look at the town gates and I start walking through them.
Okay, you're immediately stopped by a pair of guards. You bunch of assholes.
Anthony Dragon. I just want to say it's not like. Thank you for like just like okay. I want to say thank you for having freaked out because I have this problem a lot with my players and just like sort of the point where you just like fuck it, session over, goodbye.
Fuck it.
I have the guards up and down, unimpressed.
Okay. You're stopped by a pair of guards who sort of look you up and down and ask, "Hey there, what are you coming into the town for? You got any business in here? You here for the tournament? You here to work? What are you here for?"
We're here to watch the tournament.
All right.
Aren't we here to look for one? Okay.
All right. If I assume you know where the arena is, where the Coliseum is.
No, we're new to this town.
All right. It's pretty hard to miss it. You need to head a ways up the hill and then turn off to the side, and you should be able to see the top of it from there, and then you should easily be able to find it. Make sure you don't get it confused with the church, though. One of the biggest ones in the land we got here.
It's very impressive as far as churches go.
I just want to clarify something, actually. Like, when I'm making these maps, I'm not making them like, this isn't exactly what the town looks like. This is like this is sort of like one of those basic maps where you just have kind of outlines of what kind of stuff's around.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot more, like there's a lot more houses, there's a lot more like alleyways, and there's a lot more.
It's understood. It's understandable.
Yeah, because there's only so much I can really do. As we get further along, when you get into the more grandeur cities, I will be putting a lot more sort of time into making them look better. But like for the time being, just letting you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do?
Who was I shushing earlier? Rilka?
Yes, because she
she
was speaking out about something.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn to Rilka and ask, do you have that, wait, did we ever get a picture of her, or was it just a description?
Just a description.
Okay. Yeah, I turn to Rilka and say, if you want to ask the guards about the girl, feel free to. We just wanted to make sure we didn't get put in the
Slammer?
try, I guess.
Okay, so you guys gonna ask them about the missing girl?
I guess I will, since I've
theoretically
been.
have 3 charisma, but like, or +3 charisma. I theoretically have +3 charisma, so I might as well try, right?
Go
Well,
for
you
it.
don't have to charm them into it. You can always just ask them. It's kind of their job.
I'm gonna ask them,
I
like,
know I'm making a joke in that my character is actually a kind of a dick.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, yeah.
right, what is it? Oh, fucking.
Okay.
She's going like sort of walk up to guards, like, excuse me, can you help? Like she's like talking to them, whatever. And like sort of like asking about the girl, and sort of describing her. And I was like, do you know where she is? Where she may have been? We have seen her.
No, the guy you're talking to sort of rubs his chin, takes a moment and thinks, well, if I were you and I was looking for any kind of missing girl, I'd check the bulletin board. I mean, that's where the most of the city posts all of its requests, so if there was a mysterious group or something that showed up and seemed to be doing something unnatural, then it's likely that someone in town might have posted about it on the bulletin board.
Requests, you say?
Indeed, yes.
Is anyone able to take up those requests?
Yeah, we are. The requests are there for any adventurers to take. You should visit the. You should visit the main guardhouse first, of course, because we don't want just randomly unequipped civilians going off to attempt any quest. But if they give you the go-ahead and say that you seem fit to take the quest, then by all means.
Okay. And where's the guardhouse again?
If you take, it's a little around the back of the town against the walls. Actually, you'll want to go to the side of the tavern and head down the alleyway that follows it. It should lead you straight there.
Okay, thank you.
Think nothing of it, ma'am.
Okay, I'm beelining for the bulletin board because I want that sweet, sweet money.
I guess
Okay.
I'll be behind. What is it? I'll be behind Alia.
The bulletin board is right here.
Okay, were we rolling HP in this game?
You haven't leveled up, and you also haven't been damaged since you took a long rest. So.
I know, but it's like I forgot if I like did up to level 3 or not. I'm gonna make sure level 2 HP.
Yeah, we are rolling for EXP in levels.
Like, I mean, like it's HP. It's like alright, so that's what
I think I already gave you HP.
Because I'm at 15 right now.
Yeah, I think I might have given you one then.
But I shouldn't have 15 HP if I'm like level 3. I'm like level 3 right now, right? Because like that's like 15 is more like level 2 HP since like you start off with like.
Okay, yeah, good. Okay, fair enough. Roll again. Yeah, okay, so add 6. That's fine.
Yeah, it's 21. I'm at like a massive.
Dang it, my temporary hit points are probably worn off by now. Goodbye, 7 HP. Okay. So what's on the bulletin board?
Okay. Roll me perception.
Oh, I can do that now with my fancy thing.
Okay, that's 15. Does anybody else want to roll? Is anybody else looking at the bulletin board?
I am.
Okay, do me a favour and roll perception as well.
Alright.
Alright, okay. So... Oh my god, Marlo! Oh my god!
God.
Whatever.
Okay.
It's not like I'm fucking. It's not like. Whatever. Yeah, there's other things.
Okay. Let's go. We'll go from. We'll go from Pry first. Pry, you notice there is about 6 different. About 5 different different sort of papers stapled attached to the board, and there's usually. And you can actually see, but behind one of them, like there seems to be another one. Martin, you notice the same, but you don't notice the one putting up behind. Marlo, you notice that some child has put a drawing of a creature they made on the board, and somehow think it's a bounty as well. And you take it and decide to start examining it. And Ender, you can't really see the board too well because you're short. So, yeah.
Okay, I want to look at the one behind the ones.
Okay. By the way, like I'm fine if you guys don't want to actually talk in character. I feel like it'd make things more immersive. But if you'd rather type, then sure.
No, because she doesn't have her mic on, so.
Oh, you're talking to Marlo, like specifically. Yes. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But everyone else, like, Ender's actually been like doing well, where he's actually talking as Rilke a lot, which is really cool.
Yeah, I need to come up with a character voice.
Hello.
It's cool. It's cool. Like this session, don't worry about it too hard. But I'd really appreciate if next session you guys could come in with like having a proper character voice.
Alright, but I have a character voice, right?
Yeah, yours is fine. I'm saying yours is great, actually. Okay, so you want to check out the one behind the sort of paper?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to grab the actual other one that's in front of it as well if you want to take both. So you're gonna do that?
Her mic just doesn't work again.
Oh wow, that's not the best.
Okay, Jesus Christ, give me a second.
Okay, yeah, we'll give her a second, because Discord does that sometimes. Yeah, just turn it off, like, delete the app, like, don't delete the app, I mean, but, like, get rid of it, and then bring it up again. It should show green when you're speaking, if you are speaking.
I hope she just deleted the app, and she's gone right away. I just hope she heard the first part of your sentence, like, alright, delete Discord.
Well, delete it, yeah.
It's all deleted now. Like, she left, like, halfway through your explanation.
Yeah, she has their parents' credit card. Hey! Oh, your audio's working!
Hey.
Hey!
No.
Sorry,
Alright.
I thought you had to be quiet because you were in your apartment and no one I don't know.
No, I don't care about that.
Fuck the police!
Okay.
I like my roommates, actually. They're nice.
Okay, so anyway.
See that tournament, Marlo.
What? Yes, I'm really excited.
I know.
Okay, so you guys want to you're going to take both the top request and the one underneath it?
Yes.
All right. So the top request is fairly simple. It reads that there's been a group of thugs that have been hanging around the outskirts of town, and they see that they've got some little sort of base, and they've been, roughing up traders, taking some of their stuff, and they're looking for someone to deal with them. The piece of paper under it, however, reads that a member of the church is looking for a very important relic that was taken from the centerpiece of the church, and that they're trying to find someone to return it, that it was lost in the forest somewhere.
Does it say how much gold they offer for each?
The first one offers, it's not much, it offers 5 gold and about 20 silver, but the relic one offers 20 gold.
Okay, I'm gonna go find me a relic.
Okay. Well, both of them have sort of people you can talk to for inquiries. The church one, of course, names the pastor at the church, and the other one says that they should talk to someone at the guard's house who knows more about it. This leaves you with 4 other requests on the board.
Okay.
If any of it, so are you going to split off from the party for the time being, then?
I'm kind of hesitant to split the party because I can't. Actually, you know what? No one can heal me.
Wait, we should stay together.
No one can heal me. All I need is a damage dealer, so I'll just try and convince Marlo to come with me.
All right.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go earn some money.
Sounds, well, I won't say morally good, but sounds like a practical plan.
Yes.
Okay, I'm in.
Alright, you will be doing some good too, The church wants their relic or whatever, so that's probably good, right?
I don't believe in their deities.
Wow, that's kind of. I was not expecting that. Just this
They
fucking.
still need their shit. Like, if someone's shit got stolen, you would return it, right? So
It's fucking just out of nowhere. I don't believe in your gods. Fucking.
You see on the mountain this devil laughing his ass off. He spills his drink.
I would like to mention this is a world where you say I don't believe in blank name of the god, and he actually comes down and smites you.
Bring
So the gods
There was a
are,
pie in your face.
Hold on, let me check.
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
unless a dragon has a different version of how deity works in D&D, they can and
We
will do
smite her
that.
on a nat 20.
Huh?
Yeah, are you gonna smite her on a nat 20?
Oh no.
Marlo, you feel okay? Are you saying you don't believe in all gods, or are you saying you don't believe in a specific god?
The ones that the church is about specifically.
Okay.
You don't know what gods those are. How can you be specific about that?
I got
She's
a
got a
feeling about this.
You get
no.
hit. You feel something hitting you in the face for about 4 damage.
Oh damn.
Oh damn! Okay, I
I meant to
think they
say.
were-
I didn't mean that I didn't think they exist. I meant that I don't think that they're that great, and I don't believe in their ability to do a good job.
That's even worse. that's not saying. That's worse. That's not saying. Oh, I don't think these gods were real.
Takes a side,
Oh my
God.
God.
Side steps away
This is
from
that's.
Milo.
You're not saying. Oh, I don't think these gods are. You're not saying I don't think these gods are real. You're saying I think these gods are real, but they're a bunch of punk ass bitches.
Okay,
Marlo.
don't kink shame the masochist here.
Actually, I think
I can't believe you.
I sort of whack Marlo over the head with my bow.
Thank you.
It hurts more than it should because I'm already kind of like feeling bad out of nowhere.
No, do you want me to roll for it?
Fucking.
No, please don't do that.
I feel like I would roll a 20, so let's not do that.
Good idea.
In
So you
combat,
down
you
to
can't.
get this relic or whatever?
Yep. You lead the way.
Alright, we're going to the church.
Okay. Are you guys gonna follow her, or? Because right now Marlo and Rilke, are you gonna tag along with Marlo, and I'm assuming Ravis?
I want to tackle
Yeah.
the Arya specifically just so like I don't get caught in the thunderbolt that's about to hit in Marlo's head.
Okay, and Ravis, are you gonna? Okay, so you're all gonna make your way to the church, right?
Yep.
I want to add that I plan on giving none of this gold to you unless you help.
Okay. Okay. As you make your way down you make your way up the large hill that the majority of the town is situated from, and as you come over the crest of the hill, you come face to face with a rather grand church. Its spires reach up high, and you can tell that there has been a lot of care put into the mosaics of the windows and the stained glass images that they depict. 6 on either side, depicting what appear to be an entire pantheon of gods in various positions. Each of the doors are interwoven with stainless steel, with steel, that sort of makes, and they're sort of wide open at the moment. A few people heading in and out of them, as you can see.
I'm rolling a religion check to see if I know the gods.
Okay.
You don't curse.
Wow!
I don't know
Oh,
the
no.
gods.
Pride, okay. Give me a second.
Are
Let
you
the cleric
serious?
handle it. Let the
It was a
cleric handle
5,
it.
not a 1.
You rolled a nat 1 and then got +4.
Oh wait, I did. What?
Oh my god!
I'm not touching this.
Oh my god! Oh
So
my
I'm
god!
adding Arya backstory because of this. She used to be religious, but she hasn't done anything since childhood.
Okay,
So now she
both.
knows nothing.
Alright, both fucking Pry and Marlowe get hit in the face by 2 separate newspapers at the same time, respectively.
Oh my god.
Fucking, you're lucky I made low rolls for both of those.
How much damage does the newspaper do?
I'm going to say it doesn't do any damage because it's just a newspaper.
Thank goodness.
Motherfucker, if you hurt me, I'm going to go straight up, go take a long rest, and then return to do this.
Oh my
Don't
god.
test me. I'll time skip.
Give me a sec.
So I got an 18 and
Alright, I'm back.
Rilka, are you in it for the gold? Be honest.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do?
wait, hold on. Marlo didn't roll a natural 1.
No, she
No.
didn't. She
Marlo
rolled
rolled a 2.
and got -1.
Yeah, so no chaotic, just didn't know.
Yeah.
So I got an 18.
Okay. The pantheon that they seem to be advertising on the walls seems to be... Okay, well, hold on. Barabbas, do me a favour.
Mm-hmm.
Are you from this land, or are you from out like a separate place?
I'm from a separate place.
Okay, you don't really recognise the gods. They seem very... They seem somewhat alien to you.
Mm-hmm.
But you could recognise the similarities that they carry to the pantheon that you recognise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys are going to head inside the church?
I'm going to turn to the others first. I hope you aren't expecting any money. This is my quest. Step off.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
I'm okay with that.
By the way, you guys are heading into like the fucking pastor's... That side room is meant to be for sort of like bringing stuff in. There's 2 main doors.
Where's the other? Oh, okay. There's the main door.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
If you're going to help, you can help, but if you're not, if you're just expecting money, then
Fucking Nami over here. From One Piece Pry.
I have not watched One Piece because I don't hate myself that much.
Jeez.
Well, obviously, you very clearly know what you're doing with these gods in this church. So, how about I just leave you to it then? Natural 1.
Oh my god. Listen, if you're going to help, I'll split the money with you fairly, but if you're not going to, you can leave. It's your choice.
Well, since when have I not helped? And I just kind of walk in front of you into the door.
I roll my eyes irritated and walk in behind you.
Okay, so are you all in the church right now?
Yes. Well,
Yes.
I don't know about Rilka.
Okay. You see, right now there's a...
sort of shuffling in front of the church, whatever. So,
Huh?
She's just waiting outside like a dog that wasn't allowed to come in.
Who is?
Rilka.
Rilka, you gonna come in?
Nah.
You sure?
He's not like, unlike Marlo, who's like pretty loud about it apparently. Luca's sort of like, he sort of believes like a halfling god, like sort of like the halfling pantheon.
Hold on, say that again?
She sort of believes like the halfling pantheon and stuff. So she's not really like comfortable. It's like, nah, I'm just not, I'm okay.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
Well, it's like I'm sort of going for a sort of each of the different races. Some of the races have different. I'm sort of going for a more sort of general purpose pantheon for this sort of campaign. I mean, there's specific gods for other places, but it's like there is a shared major pantheon. But you know, if you want to stay outside, that's cool.
Like, unlike Marlo, I'm not being a massive racist about it.
What?
I'm not racist. What's the term for that?
Theophobic,
Sacrilegious.
iconoclastic.
Sacrifice.
Not taking shit from somebody else's gods. I know. I'm in their church, whatever.
So instead, taking a shit on someone's gods.
I guess if the shoe fits, I'll wear it.
Anyway, let's find this pastor.
Oh no.
Hey, you know what? If you don't want to, you can just wait outside.
No, I'm fine here.
Okay. Let's go talk to the pastor.
Yep, where is he? I guess he's up there by the pulpit.
What? Ball pit?
No, pulpit. It's like where the
It sounded like I know what it is. It sounded like you said fucking ball pit.
Okay, we want to talk to the pastor.
Okay, so you see the sort of pastor sort of thumbing through a large book in front of him, and there is a very large statue behind him. It seems to be a sort of it seems to be a sort of conglomerate of several different features and several different sort of beings as well, with a woman sort of standing in the middle with her arms intertwined with the others, and it looks like something's missing from it.
Hey, what's missing from that place? I say to him.
He sort of looks up for a moment, blinks, and is like, "Oh, are you the adventurers? Did you see the sign that I left on the notice board? It had been so long. I thought that nobody would come."
You see, sir, I rolled a good perception check.
Okay.
I'm here for the tournament.
Are you gonna fucking what's it called, mulligan that, or am I gonna make him fucking respond to that in real life?
Fine, I won't say that if you really don't want me to.
Okay, that's your
Cut in and talk over her.
That's your
I'm just here for the tournament.
That's your mulligan use then, Pry.
Oh, do we get one per session?
Yep, one per session. And you just used yours.
Okay,
What's
well.
again?
Anyway.
So basically, I'm giving these idiots one sort of mulligan where they can say something or do something that that they can take back once per session.
You know what? I'm happy with that one. That was worth it.
It's more than we deserve.
It is.
But less than we hope.
Okay, so are you actually going to say something to him?
Yeah.
I say I'm here for the tournament.
Why would you be in here?
I don't know. God, tournament.
Go to the tournament. I don't need your help.
No, I'm here. I might as well stay.
He sort of looks back at the book. Well, you see, a very important piece of the statues was stolen a couple of weeks back. An amulet that hung around the neck of the main goddess in the middle, and though I've searched far and wide, and I even put up notes on the bulletin board, it seems like nobody has returned it yet.
Small town drama. Okay, where did you last see it? Do you have any leads?
The last time I remember seeing it was on the statue, though one of the villagers said that he saw someone making off with it towards the forest. Some kind of hooded figure.
Oh, figures. Okay.
Hooded figure.
Huh?
How big was this hooded figure?
He seemed fairly normal. I couldn't really make out much about him from what the villager gave me.
Are there any seedy characters around town that everyone knows of? Is there anyone that's known for thievery? Anyone in trouble?
What? Why are we starting the fire?
Why did you roll? Now I'm scared.
Pry, give me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Can you roll me a perception check?
Do you want me to do it too?
Sure. Anybody who's inside of the church and nearby them, roll a perception check.
Dog.
I perceive a doggy.
Okay.
Oh no.
Pry?
You did a really bad job today.
It's okay.
Just waiting for that to be done. Okay. Pry, you happen to notice that the missing sort of groove on the statue seems similar to the amulet that you have.
I gotta walk my dogs.
Okay.
Oh shit, boyo! You found it already.
Okay, so the groove on the statue is what?
It is. It seems to be similarly shaped to the amulet that you are currently wearing.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
I'm not giving him that. Wait, for 20 gold maybe.
You feel almost
Wait, and we
compelled.
found this on a dead person, right?
No, this was found at the bottom of the lake in the forest.
Oh, right. So I'm going to nod and be like, right. Okay, we'll go search for it.
You feel almost compelled to put the amulet around the statue, even as you turn to go. Let me
Okay,
roll me a willpower. If you roll me a willpower check, not willpower, a
Wisdom?
yeah, wisdom. No, yeah, wisdom. Wisdom works.
My goodness. Okay. My character sheet went back into the thing, so I had to get it back out. Oh, wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
That's pretty
All
good.
right. You feel the strength, the sway to put the blah 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 amulet on the statue is strong. However, you are able to overcome it if you so wish to leave.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna leave.
Do you know where it is? Did you get like enough clues to go look for it, Arya?
Yeah, I think I can handle this on my own, you guys.
You sure? What if
Yeah.
you anger the gods? Who's gonna like punch him in the face for you?
I doubt gods are weak to punching.
None of
doubt
them
you
might
can
be.
punch a god into submission.
I might be able
If
to.
anything, magic will help.
Okay, if you say so. I go out.
Okay.
Okay,
We're out.
sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around a little bit more, kind of see if I can figure out the general resemblances of the gods a little closely. Just kind of do some quick homework while they're outside.
I'm gonna go to weapon storage.
I'm
Actually-
actually gonna go to the arena to watch.
Okay. I'll go with you then.
Okay, so what's everyone doing right now?
Arena.
I say that I have to accompany Marlo to the arena to make sure she doesn't get into any trouble.
Okay, Ravis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing some homework in the church, getting caught up on the gods.
Okay.
There and,
Okay, so Marlo and Arya, you sort of you come to the entrance of the arena. You can already hear the loud roars of the crowds from inside it. The guard looks up at you, raises an eyebrow, looks you over, and goes, "Watchers or attendees?"
Watchers.
Attendees.
What?
All right.
Hey.
He sort of points at Arya. You. He gestures to a path to the side. Entrance is 1 gold. You can stay as much as you want, and there's some people wandering around selling food if you get hungry. He points at Marlo. You gestures the other way. This way leads back. This leads round to the back of the arena. Head in there and get changed. You're number 16. Sorry, number
Okay.
60. 60.
Marlo.
Got it.
Marlo, you're the most unlucky person I know. Are you sure this is a good idea?
Max prize is 200 gold and the sword of the king.
Hi, I'd like to enter as well.
He so glances up and down. He raises an eyebrow and looks you up and down. Sure, you're number 61. We're not responsible for any injuries that you two might sustain during the event, though we do have medics on site to make sure you don't, die.
Oh,
Well, that's reassuring. It's better
Head
insurance
round.
I get out there in the woods with you guys.
Head round to the back.
Cool.
Okay, so you guys want to be you guys are actually about here right now. There's a big
Oh, okay.
area in the back here of like. Okay, so as you sort of take the second pathway down the back, you see not only you see a good number of what seem to be pretty tough-looking customers wearing different types of armor, some sort of checking pouches and various different weapons on their bodies, things like
Nice.
that.
I'm ready.
I want to see how much I can intimidate them.
Oh my god. Okay. Everyone seems to be gathered in a rather large room. You're gonna climb up somewhere so they can all see you?
No, I'm not gonna do anything like I'm not gonna do anything like significant. I'm literally just going to glare at anyone who bothers to make eye contact with me.
Okay, roll for intimidation.
True hero.
A couple people glance away. Rest of them just kind of give you a shifty look. One of them spits in your general direction. Though they do seem to be a bit wary of Marlowe.
I'd like to roll for perception to see if I can find out anything about them, like, if they
Sure.
might be like related to the cult.
Sure.
I'll
Like
probably do that too.
15, 13, and 13. Okay.
Well,
None of you really notice much. You see there's a lot of pretty tough looking customers. There's all types of things. There's some orcs, there's some there's one or two static kicks. There's a couple of the canines. You see like an elf or two and some dwarves. A decent number of humans and half orcs. But apart from that,
Now I'd like to be intimidating.
okay, Marlo, fucking go for it.
that weird noise that came from my throat.
Oh my god!
oh
Oh
no.
my god, Marlo! Pry theorised that I, as Scrimbo, have been siphoning out all of your luck, and I'm pretty sure she's right.
Stop luck vampiring my girlfriend, you bastard.
Okay, Marlo. You still have a mulligan, so.
No, I'm saving that one. I'm gonna need it.
Okay, yeah, you don't really do much. You kind of give a couple people some shifty eyes, and they look at you right back, and nobody really seems that afraid of you in regards to anybody else.
I trip on my shoelace.
No, that's the one.
I know. I like having fun.
Okay, fair.
Okay,
Really
so
like
there's an event official waiting by this large gate, and yeah.
All right, so can we do a time skip so it's our turn?
Well, he says that you're going to be waiting about. You should be heading. The tournament starts in about 2 hours, and then each contestant goes in. Well, two contestants go in, one goes out, and then they go through them like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Maravis, do you want to head back to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you trying to do? What specifically?
I am kind of picking up as much as I can about the local religion without being too intrusive.
You find out that from just sort of a general overview, there are 12 separate gods. They seem to be pretty decent. There's a god of the earth, god of war, god of life, god of death. There's a god of the seasons. There's a god of sort of general health. There's a god. There's a standard-ish pantheon. I'm gonna
Is it god of music?
Yes.
I ask for their name.
I'll probably be following that.
I
Okay,
don't actually ask for their name.
Okay, because I'm planning. I'm going to give a better description of the gods and their names and all that in the lore channel between this session and the next. So, which I'm gonna say came from your investigation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Cool.
I'm also getting. You'll have a description of such. So do me a favor as well then. Roll. So you also saw the groove in the statue that seemed damn near identical to the fucking necklace that Arya has on.
I did indeed.
Alright, good. Great. Wonderful. Fantastic.
Do I make
Perfect.
a
Wait,
check?
so he knows now?
Huh?
Wait, so he knows now?
Who does?
Crap.
Me.
Yes, Maravis, you know that that Arya is wearing the amulet that seems to correspond to the statue.
Praria.
Alright.
Little house on the prairie.
Okay, so there's still Rilke. What are you gonna do? You're currently just kind of, just sitting outside.
Chilling.
Whoops. There's still the bulletin board with 4 other different things on it, and plenty of places to explore around the town.
I just want to sort of like find like maybe like away from the church, like
Yeah.
a few steps over, so find like a spot, nice spot to start playing the violin.
Okay, you find like a decently sunny spot. There's a fountain. You start playing in front of the fountain, and a couple people stop to start watching you. Roll a performance check. Well, actually no. Roll a performance check first. A 16. Yeah. Okay. You're attracting a sort of decently sized crowd. A few people are tossing some coins to you, and they all seem to be kind of enjoying your music.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. Give me doodle-doo.
Does she make any money?
Yeah, she's still playing at the moment. As you're playing, you're approached by a sort of lanky-ish figure. Seems to be human. He comes up to you and is like, "Hey, that was some really nice playing. Would you be interested in joining me and my friends? We were gonna go play in the tavern tonight. We could use a violinist like you."
Alright. Can I roll like insight?
Sure.
Well, not to like if he has, just in case there's like any like underhanded motives or anything like that. Just in case.
Go right ahead. Okay.
Roll some insight just in case.
To put it bluntly, he does seem rather attracted to you, but it also does seem that he is generally interested in your skills as a violinist, and you can see that he himself has got a lute strapped to his back.
Tonight you said, right?
Yeah, we're gonna perform in the tavern tonight, then carry on making our way over to. He sort of thinks for a moment. We're going to continue making our way over to Iritol. The Bardic competition is being held there in a couple of weeks, so we were looking to see if we could join in and perhaps have the honour of winning the golden, of getting a golden instrument made.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
Okay. So he sort of says, "Oh, sure. I'll be me and a couple of friends of mine are going to be hanging out in that sort of building over there." He gestures a couple of ways across the street towards a decently sized building, and sort of waves goodbye and heads inside.
This fucking. Who is furiously?
Yeah, who the
tapping?
fuck is doing that?
It's Meredith.
Sorry, I'm like responding to someone's email about the boxing club.
It sounds like you're fucking fighting your keyboard. That's for sure.
It sounds like every time you type.
I do not type.
Actually,
You
loud.
actually do.
not quite that
Never
loud.
learned to type
Yes.
with like the grace of a ballerina.
I mean, but
I
still.
have my microphone pinned to my freaking chest.
Okay, so we're good. So does anybody want to do anything else? Rilke, you're still Rilke, you're the only one who's currently got nothing they can do to spend the 2 hours till the tournament starts. So are you gonna do anything else, or are you just gonna keep playing?
This tournament is gonna be great with my -1 strength.
But you're you do. I just want to give a heads up, Aria.
Mm-hmm.
You do realise you have a sizable chance of fucking dying in this?
They literally said that they wouldn't let you die. So
You're also a Stakilix, who has the unfortunate.
Stakilixes.
Yes, but that doesn't mean You do also have the unfortunate event of they said they will try to make sure no one dies. If someone plunges a knife through your throat, I'm not sure how much they're going to be able to do. But it's a bit late now.
I'm already in this now, so
Yep.
let's go.
Okay, so
Also, here's one more thing to think about. You're a mage, and mages don't get a lot of spells, especially if they're wizards. So you're going to run out of all of your spells in the first fight, and then have to rely on a -1 strength the rest of it.
Yep.
to
Well,
let you
I
know.
already used my mulligan, so what do you suggest I do?
Leave. Be like, oh, my mother had
Hide
to...
on. Just you could jump on fucking Marlowe's back and become a turret.
Hey, that's my job.
I mean, I don't. I mean, then again, that wouldn't really work considering the first fight is going to be you two against each other. But nah, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, that would be really cool, though.
Hey, maybe it'll come down to it. Anyways,
Nah, I'm gonna peace out.
nope, they're already in.
Can I make an escape, roll?
If you want to try and fucking sure, roll me to try and get into stealth and sneak out,
Yeah!
please.
Let's do it.
I will
This
humor
is gonna
you.
go
I will.
so poorly.
I will humor you. Fuck! Fuck! You lucky shit! You lucky shit!
Hey,
shit.
dragon!
Dragon.
Dragon!
Now you know how everyone feels when Screwball rolls those 20s. So,
Alright!
This has been a long time.
You somehow you clasp your hands together and recite some strange Japanese words and vanish and reappear outside of the arena. And in your place, there is a log falls to the ground. Fucking.
Nice, just like the Nart I always wanted to be.
If you're getting out of there, I'm not making you get out of there in a fucking cool way. You're fucking Narutoing out.
No, that's cool. I'm fine with that.
Fucking.
I absolutely do not tell Marlo that I'm leaving. I just disappear.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Because I'm saying this and I'm leaning back in my chair and I'm I'm inwardly repeating inside my head, don't get a 20, don't get a 20, don't get a 20, don't get a 20, don't get a 20. Because I was only going to let you out with a 20.
God gave me a mulligan.
Fucking, I'm literally leaning back as I'm being like, yeah, I'll humour you. And as I'm saying it, I'm like, oh my god, please don't get a 20. Jesus Christ, don't get a 20. You better not get a fucking 20. Okay, well now you're outside of the arena. What are you gonna go do?
I'm gonna go check out the bulletin board again.
Sure.
Because I think there's 4 more things to
Yep,
check out.
4.
Okay, what are they?
Okay, so, going down the list, the first one is a mother reporting... The first one seems a bit old, and it says that a vicious beast has been found in a local cavern and has been attacking the town every few nights and the farms outside of it, and sort of killing some animals. The second one seems a little newer, and it's from a mother who says that her son was a member of the guard who went out to try and stop the creature and hasn't returned, and that she's offering a reward for someone to go look for him. The third one is a message relating to the city itself, saying that there's been a couple of break-ins and they're looking for someone who can try and find out who did it and to put a stop to them. And the fourth one's a little simpler. They're looking for some extra guards who can work the storehouse, who can spend a week or so watching the storehouse until another group of guards comes back from visiting somewhere. That one seems to be the most recent. You can see that it hasn't weathered at all. It seems almost pristine. Give me a sec. Ah!
I was Rilka sort of walked at the Aria oh hey Aria, how'd you get here?
Oh, looking for that amulet. I mean, looking for the thing that went missing.
Oh, that's nice. Weren't you going to the arena or something? I could have sworn I saw you head in that direction.
Oh yeah, I accompanied Marlo there, but the cost to get in was 1 gold, and I didn't feel like spending it.
Alright.
Yeah. What are you up to? Got any plans?
God, you can hear dragons getting louder in the background.
I know. It's so funny.
You know he had something planned for
All right, back.
Were you just yelling in frustration at your ceiling?
So I actually would love to get a drink and do that.
Nice.
Okay. Anyway, so you said you're going to. So those are the 4 things on the bulletin board.
Yeah. How much money are they?
Okay. The beast one is 50 gold. The one from the mother, she's offering 10 gold and 30 silver. The one for the criminals is 10 gold and 70 silver. And the one for guarding the guardhouse is just sort of a flat 5 gold.
Okay. Okay. So I think I'm going to investigate the break-ins while I wait for everyone to be done with whatever they're doing so we can all hunt the beast together.
Alright, sure, good, great.
You sound so dead inside.
I now know how Faust feels.
No, you know how I feel.
No, I don't know how you feel, because all you are is a little bitch who keeps getting upset at Scrimbo for getting good rolls. You're not DMing.
Bitch,
You got more upset than I have ever had.
I know, I'm actually just fucking with you, because I wanted to get
You're a masochist. You're like masochistically hoping for a nat 20.
I was kind of, yes.
Because it's one of those moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so do me another favor as you try to. So you're gonna try and walk away. Where are you gonna head then, Avria?
I'm going to go ask the person about. I'm gonna go contact the person that advertised the break-ins.
Okay. It says to go contact the head of the guard. So do me a favor quickly. Roll another wisdom check.
Oh God. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be that lucky this time. I feel like I used it all up. Oh,
Okay, you feel yourself being sort of tugged back again. This time it's almost enough to knock you off your feet, but you manage to stay standing. And the amulet around your neck, the amulet's still hanging around your neck, but it feels like someone's grabbed the back of your sort of coat and yanked you backwards a little.
The thing is, even if I do turn it in, they're gonna think I stole it, so let's not. I'm not going to turn in until that wisdom saving throw fails me.
Sure.
Okay.
So
yeah.
the thing sort of says to head to the guardhouse. It says to speak to the head of the guard.
Okay, I'm heading to the guardhouse then.
Okay. So the guardhouse is sort of tucked away near the back of the city. It's a fairly large and imposing building, hewn out of the rock and built into the sizable walls that surround the city. And you can see a decent number of guards moving in and out of it. A couple of people milling around outside. By this point, it's taken you about an hour to get there. So the tournament's about to begin. Marlo, you're sort of watching people. You watch the first 2 people head through the grate that opens. They'd say, just sort of.
Has anyone been killed? Have I seen anyone killed?
Not at the moment.
They take my disappearance.
Marlo, roll me a perception check.
Let's see. Oh, dang, this is where you really get me. Always.
You don't really notice that she's gone. You kind of notice that she's not standing next to you, but you kind of assume she's walked off into the rest of the people.
No, I was asking if I had seen anybody been killed during the fights.
Oh, no, you can't really see much through the grates, and you hear a lot of clashing noises, but you don't really. Don't
really hear any stab noises.
No. Okay, roll me another one to see if you notice that Aria's gone then.
Okay, hold on. Come on, statistics.
No.
Oh no.
Nope, like I said, you sort of notice that she's not standing beside you, but you kind of assume she's just wandered off into the rest of the crowd.
Okay.
So, Who's gonna do what now? Ravis, Rilka, Arya. Because Marlo, you're waiting.
Am I watching just Arya can sort of get pulled along by a visible force?
You happen to catch that, yes.
Yeah, so I'm just going to start watching Arya and see like if she's like doing anything weird, or like if she's actually getting pulled.
So, well, you only saw it. It was less like a constant pulling force, and it was more like someone just yanked her back suddenly. So you're gonna tail Arya.
I guess.
Okay, roll
Yeah.
stealth. Rilka,
What?
roll stealth if you're gonna trail Arya.
Okay, I guess that.
I wasn't actually going to kill you. I like that wasn't what I was planning.
Oh, I
You
love
totally were.
No, I was definitely planning to have you be like in a bad spot after it, but I wasn't planning to have you be just fucking dead. It was meant to be more of a punishment for your whole, oh hey money, yeah, I want money.
Well, I would have done it, just like I wasn't expecting you to kill me, but I feel like if I had been enough of an asshole about it, you would have killed me off. And
Okay,
my character is an asshole. I kind of like I have to be one.
Rilka, you kind of you sort of trail her. You're not doing the best job at it, but Arya, roll me a
can I roll a
perception.
perception?
Yes, I was going to say roll me a
Yeah.
perception check. Okay, you don't notice.
Wait, what? But that's higher than her stealth.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry, I didn't see. I was looking at something else. I thought you rolled a. Yeah, okay, yeah. You sort of see her watching you from a little ways back. By the way, did you guys ever update the things that I told you to do with the sanity stuff?
I didn't do that at all, but I did get food.
You didn't miss a character death, Quinn.
No, you missed an almost death.
Okay, by next session, like I'm gonna put like a sort of hard thing. I want you guys to have a character voice that you can speak in, and have those three sort of buffs like Brilka has under her sanity, like the 3 sanity things.
Oh,
Should those be
dang.
on our character sheet or in our like bio and info?
Well, when you look at where fucking Rilka's put hers, she's put hers underneath the bonds.
Okay.
So if you can put yours there, then put them there.
Okay.
Wait, on the character sheet?
Yes, on the character sheet.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so what are you gonna do? You see sort of Rilka looking at you from a little ways back. She's clearly trying to hide.
I don't acknowledge her presence yet.
Okay, cool.
Wow, Jay Harsh.
So you've made your way up to the guardhouse, right?
Yep.
Okay, Rilka.
Yes.
Arya sort of spotted you but didn't seem to do much, and she's now up to the guardhouse. Are you going to keep trailing her?
Wait, you should roll. Rilka should roll perception to see if she knows that I know.
Okay, sure. Do that. Yeah.
Alright.
Roll to see if you noticed that Arya has noticed you.
I love this.
You do not. Okay, so you're gonna keep following Arya though.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, give me another stealth. Okay, you are one with the shadows, making your way behind Rilka without her even having the faintest idea that you're there. She wanders ahead, seemingly completely unaware of your presence. Arya, fucking roll a stealth for me. You're going to have to do pretty fucking well to notice this.
stealth or perception?
Perception, yeah, there. Yeah, you don't notice. You sort of assume she's not following you. Okay, do me a favour,
Okay,
roll a wisdom then. Roll me another wisdom.
Oh my god. Hey!
Okay, again, you're able to pretty much resist the. You still feel a tug, and it kind of. But you take a step back, but you're all right for the time being. Check Marlo. Check out
Yes.
fucking Rilke's thing. What she's got under bonds. It's like
How do I do that? I don't see anything except
yeah,
her
we
picture.
can't look at her character sheet.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Can you like screenshot it?
I'm just gonna do this then, so you guys can. Just don't look. Don't like. It doesn't really. You guys shouldn't have information about your actual like backstories in your on the character sheets. So you know.
Oh, I do. I should take that out.
Yeah, you want to keep that to the lore channel for when it's discovered.
Take it out, take it out, take it out.
Tell me when you've taken it out so I can make it so everyone can see your stuff.
All my stuff is good to go.
Okay.
Oh god.
You good, Aria?
Okay, sure.
Okay, so if you should be able to check out Rilke's character sheet now.
I just gotta create a Word document, I guess.
Can you guys check out? Can you guys see her character sheet?
Yeah.
I haven't tried yet because I'm copy pasting my shit.
Okay, yeah. So like, look at what she's got under bonds. Like it's minor, very minor things like that are related to your character's background and backstory. I'm not going to make you take any negative ones yet, but perhaps I might later.
Oh, okay.
Jay, you see what I mean?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So, Aria.
Right. Okay, so now I think I lost her.
Yeah, you think that she's gone, and you're going to make your way into the guardhouse?
Yes.
Okay, so you make your way into the guardhouse where there are two guards. There's a guard sort of sitting behind a large stone desk, sort of looking through some different files. He glances up at you and sort of glances up at you and doesn't really say much. Goes back to looking down at his files.
Oh my god.
Rilke,
I'm good.
Yes.
what are you gonna do? You've just seen Aria walk into the guardhouse.
I guess I'll just. I don't. Why am I sneaking up on Hook? Why'd you make me sneak up on Arya again?
I didn't. You said
Follow me.
You said that you saw her getting pulled back by the amulet, and you wanted to follow
I
her.
didn't. Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean I have to be stealthy.
Well, if you wanted to, you said that she seemed suspicious.
I was just following her.
Now you're following me like a creep, so it's
Yeah, well, I guess I'll sort of wait outside. I guess I don't know.
maybe you like didn't mean to be stealthy, but you accidentally I didn't notice you, so now it's like a thing, and you're like, great. If now you notice me, it'll be weird. Anyway, so I'm trying to lift the guard up and down.
Okay, so Marlo,
Yes.
a couple of people have gone through,
Okay.
and they just
Did they go?
they just called numbers 32 and 33.
Uh-huh.
So you're about halfway to yours. Ravis, what are you up to?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Ravis.
Where he at?
Ravis!
He's dead.
Yep.
What are you up to right now?
Too late, you're dead.
Dying. I
Hold on.
have wandered back to the bulletin board and I looked around and saw that stuff.
Okay, give me a sec. I'm just going to need to go charge my phone.
I should probably do that too. Mare, do me a favor and turn your mic sensitivity down.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Is it the thing?
It's like all of the noises,
I
yeah.
can see it in your eyes.
I love that we can hear it.
Wow, you're an asshole. Anyway, what were you up to, Maravis? You said you went to look to the bulletin board.
Yep. Staring at the bulletin board, seeing all the off.
Okay. I've detailed what's on there.
And then I'm actually going to wander into the tavern after I've looked them over.
Okay. The tavern actually seems like this tavern seems like it's the most sort of grandiose of the things you've seen. There is a fairly large reception with a bar with someone standing behind it, and you can see a bit further into the bar there's a large bar with a decently sized eating area. Past that seems to be a pretty large sort of theatre hall, and there's a staircase leading up to where the rooms are.
I'm going to get a drink. First things first.
Okay, the guy at the front desk sort of sits up. Hey there!
Hello.
Welcome to the Fighters Retreat. Can I get your name down? We like to keep a record of everyone who's come in.
Oh, what an interesting tradition.
Yeah, we had
Oh, sorry, go on.
We had a couple people we had a bit of problem with people skipping out without paying their tabs, so we decided to start keeping the record.
Oh, how awful. Yeah, my name's and I'm thinking to myself whether I should lie or not, and then I just say Maravis.
Okay. He pauses for a second. That's an unusual name. You mind spelling it for me?
Yes. Yes, and I spell it.
Okay. He writes it down in the sort of book and then gestures aside. All right, feel free to head on in and have a nice time.
Thank you. I'm concerned about his cheeriness. This isn't going to end well.
I mean, everybody has seemed pretty nice towards you guys so far.
That's before they all kill us. Anyway, so yeah, I go down and sit at the bar.
Okay. Bartender turns to face you and he's like, hey there! We don't usually see a new face. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if I could get something to drink.
Sure thing. Got anything in mind? We've got a whole host of different drinks you can have.
What's good?
Oh man, that's a that's a pretty tough question. Well, we've got everything from a Goblin's Knockout to a Dragon Whiskey cocktail over here, and as always, the first one's on the house.
First one's on the house. Wow, that's something else.
We like to feel welcome in around here at the Warriors Retreat.
That's what they say about drugs.
Yeah. How about a dragon whiskey? No cocktail part, just the whiskey, please.
He laughs and rummages around on the counter, takes out a large sort of flask that's got a ornate dragon's head topper. He uncorks it and there's a small sort of burst of flame from the top before he pours into a decent sized glass and slides it over to you. It's a little hot to the touch, but you can see that the inside seems to be constantly sort of swirling around and coiling in on itself as if it were alive.
I'm gonna look carefully. Okay, I'm gonna smell it first.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and just kind of. I mean, the people here are far too happy for me to be completely comfortable, so I'm gonna smell it, see if anything smells off.
Invite him to do a shot with you.
Okay, roll a perception.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. the smell of the actual drink doesn't really seem to be anything off. You can just see sort of the bubbling, sort of reddish golden liquid with the sort of insides coiling around.
All right. So I'm going to down it then.
Okay, give me a sec.
What have I done?
Oh no.
Down it, you immediately die.
Okay, roll me a Constitution check.
All right.
Oh no.
Now.
Okay, that was a nat 1. Huh.
No, it wasn't. No.
Was it?
Well,
I don't
says,
think it was.
Oh wait, no, the Constitution 1 is the one that was added. Okay, you got a 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what I should do for this because. Okay, so as soon as the whiskey sort of touches your lips, you feel the strength of the burn and the actual sort of heat and the intensity of it sort of somewhat overwhelm you, and you find it hard to, and you find yourself unable to chug it as you intentionally planned.
I kind of suppress my cough as best I can.
Yeah, you're
and
kinda
try and.
Hacking.
I mean, I try and suppress it, but obviously it's not going to be terribly successful. So, yeah, and then I'm going to kind of sip it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I look around as well. Do I anything unusual I see?
You see a decent number of people also having their drinks, and all of them seem to have that same kind of swirling inside of them.
All of their drinks are swirling?
Yeah, they all have that sort of, well, a decent number of them at least. Okay, roll me a Constitution again.
Oops, hold on. First one. Darn it. Second one was better, but
It was. Okay, yeah, you don't really seem to notice much up with the drink as you're sipping it gently.
Yeah. So I'm gonna turn back to the bartender. Anything interesting happening in here in this town?
So he sort of chuckles softly and rests his hand on the counter. Well, nah, nothing I can really say. We got the big old annual tournament going on over there, but apart from that, I'd say the town seems about as perky as ever.
Excellent. And you haven't heard any news about any nearby towns, anything going on in Trimitas or anything like that?
Not exactly. We like to keep ourselves pretty sort of secluded over here. We don't really like lots of new people coming in, but we're always happy to welcome them.
I see. I should probably secure a room for the night. And
That sounds like a great idea.
what do you have available?
We've got plenty of rooms available.
All right. Why don't I go out? I've got a group. I'll go and ask them about what they're doing, and then I'll come back and maybe we can get a group of rooms.
Oh, more people? Awesome! Yeah, sure. Go bring your friends.
All right. And I'm going to. Do I have a bottle? The last of my drink. Let's see. What do I have?
How much drink is left?
I'd say probably a quarter by now.
Okay.
So let's see. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I have a explorer's pack. What was in the guard captain's bag?
There was a set of tools for maintaining weapons and armor, a map, a lantern, and a decent bit of lantern oil, and yeah, and that was about it.
Okay, it's an explorer's pack. Okay, an explorer's pack has a water skin, which probably would have been gone by now, considering that we hadn't come across water in a while. So I'm going to look like I'm drunkenly tripping, and I'm actually going to spill the contents of the whiskey into the water skin.
Roll stealth.
Ooh, a water skin full of dragon whiskey. I like it. I like the vibe.
I am getting it tested actually. Stealth.
I like that though. That seems like a
Sneaky
badass
boy.
thing to have.
Well, let's wait until we see if I succeed or not.
Okay, as you attempt to pour the drink into the flask, the bartender grabs your hand in a grip so hard it feels like there's an iron wrench around it. He sort of leans in. We don't really appreciate people taking our drinks out of the bar. If you go, why don't you stay here and finish it?
All right.
Wouldn't it
Sure.
have been a sleight of hand?
That's true.
I think, yeah. Well, you were trying to stealth to,
Well, actually, I was trying. It wasn't so much stealth as much as trying to make it look like I was falling and accidentally kind of like I'd had a bit too much to drink and just have it end up in there
So it would be
instead.
deception.
yeah, it'd be deception and sleight of hand that you'd roll.
Oh, you'd have to do both?
Well, yeah, if you're trying to deceive him into doing sleight of hand, well, because you're deceiving him into thinking you're drunk, and then sleight of handing to get it in, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's true. Should I do that or?
Yeah, that would be for the best.
Okay.
Make those 2 rolls. Alright.
Sleight of hand. Oh my gosh.
Same effect, same thing happens.
Okay.
So he's got this iron grip on your hand, and sort of leans in. He's like, "You should probably stay here if you're going to finish that drink, friend."
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to I'm not particularly happy, but because I've got, it's not quite a robe, but it's kind of sturdier, robe-esque, kind of slightly clericy, but not too pushing it. And I'm actually going to slip it down. Actually, no, screw that. I'm going to cough once and then again and kind of clutch my stomach and ask if he has a restroom.
His as you do so, his face sort of somewhat lights up a little, and he smiles. Ah, yes, of course. It's just beside the counter. Are you trying? By the way, are you trying to conceal something as you go into there?
No.
You're just trying to head into the restroom on your own.
Yep.
Okay, feel free. He sort of gestures to the side. Just head into the back.
Ryan, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Does this man have a piss kink? Is that why he's smiling?
Damn.
Oh, come on.
You found it.
I found the secret.
You get hit in the face. You get hit in the face by the door of the guards as someone opens it from the side without seeing you're there for 3 damage.
I refuse this. This is unfair.
You don't take 3 damage to your actual part because the door didn't open and hit you in the fucking throat. But you're now slightly dizzy and you have a sort of bruise. You sort of have a bruise on your cheek.
I took 3 emotional damage.
Yes, and you now have a decently sized bruise on your cheek from where a door fucking hit you in the face.
Yeah, I won the tournament. That's where I got it.
Anyway, so yeah, he sort of gestures for you to head to the back.
Yeah. Okay, so, like, can he still see me all the way to the restroom?
No.
Okay,
He cannot.
so I'm going to look around. What other doors are there?
There's the door heading into the theatre. There's a cellar door that's locked, and which is just off to the side underneath the stairs. And there's the staircase that leads up to the top floor, along with, of course, the bathroom door.
Okay. I'm gonna go. So the cellar door is locked, and then there's the door to the theater, and then the upstairs.
Correct, and the bathroom.
And the bathroom. Okay, well, I'm gonna look in the bathroom. Are there any windows in thing?
There's a small one that's up near the sort of top of it.
Large enough for me to fit through?
No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go into the bathroom and, like, wait a minute and then come back out.
Alright, sure.
I'm going to look at him and I'm going to say, sorry about that. And I cough again and I say, I'm going to go get my friends and we're going to come back.
He sort of nods and smiles. Alright, sure. I'll wash up your drink then. Like I said, first one's on the house.
Excellent. It was very delicious.
He turns around with a smile and looks down at the drink for a moment as he starts to wash it up, pauses, and then turns back around. Where are you at this point?
I'm maybe 3/4 of the way to the door.
He narrows his eyes and he mutters something under his breath before putting the drink at the back and going back to cleaning up, soon regaining his positive demeanour.
Okay, so yeah,
You don't know any of this, by the way.
Oh, okay. I immediately start looking for anybody I can find in our party.
Okay. So you're here right now.
Yeah. I could roll a D3 to see who I wander across.
Well, no, because Arya and Rilke are over at the guardhouse, and Marlowe's at the arena.
So it's more like flip coin.
So
Okay.
I guess your third option could be that you don't find anyone at all.
sure, roll a D3 to see where you Right, D4. Okay. You decide to make your way to the arena.
Oh, nice.
All right.
And because you sort of deduced that one of your guys might have headed there. Speaking of which, Marlowe.
Yo. Is it my go?
Indeed it is. The official taps you on the shoulder, and he taps a sort of dwarf on the shoulder, and Gray sort of stands by the two of you. All right, we want to refrain from killing here. So if you have your enemy in a position where they've got a mortal blow, they must just yell out, "I yield." Other conditions for victory are that they are knocked unconscious or, of course, dead, though dying does detract points from your final score, if it comes down to that.
I hold out my hand to shake his hand, like,
He wasn't
good luck type of
finished.
thing.
He wasn't finished.
Okay. Well,
As always,
Okay,
the dwarf kind of looks it up and down and takes it and shakes it with a smile.
cool.
As always,
Intimidation to see how hard you squeeze his hand.
Sure, if you want to do that.
Oh, man. Let's do this.
Squeeze it hard.
He seems you squeeze it hard enough that you can see something flash across his eyes as he looks at you. As all the official carries on. As always, all weapons are prohibited, as is most magic. Just Try not to fucking blow up the stands or cause any damage to the civilians, please.
I'll do my best, sir.
Time limit is 10 minutes. Sorry, time limit is half an hour for each of you if it lasts that long. So, yeah, head out there.
All right.
Okay.
So, do I roll initiative then?
You and the dwarf head out into the center of the large dusty arena, the crowd surrounding you, cheering out for the upcoming combat. A large robed figure stands up at the head of the arena and gestures to the two of you with a smile, hidden behind the overlapping hood. Fighters! I look forward to seeing how yours will play out, as have I with the rest of these combatants. You two are the last in the bracket, the last fighters of the first round, so I expect you to give us a good finishing show. Now, please, take your positions.
What does that mean?
He sort of waves a hand, and the dwarf immediately starts kind of backing up a little, sort of sizing you up.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Okay, roll for initiative.
Yeah, buddy. Oh no.
Hold on, I could still beat Dragon.
Yes?
You did it.
Okay,
Okay.
you get to go
Let's see.
first. What are you going to do?
Okay, so you said no weapons, right?
No, any weapons. You have your...
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to take a swing with my great axe.
Feel free. Okay, you do not do enough to penetrate the armor that the dwarf is wearing. The dwarf then attempts to respond in turn. Diddle-diddle-do. Well.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, that breaks my AC.
A nat 20. What does a nat 20 on an attack roll do again?
Double damage.
Ooh.
Okay, he, however, much to your luck, only is carrying a he's carrying a hand axe and a shield. So that's 1d6. He's fairly hardy, so he's going to have 1d6 plus 2. So, yeah, let's roll 2d6 plus 2 and see what he does. He deals 9 damage to you.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Let's
the
see.
dwarf sprints.
Mathematics.
The dwarf sprints forwards, deftly dodging under your axe swing and rising up to slash the axe across your chest.
Yeah, that one's gonna hurt in the morning.
You stumble back at this, and it is now your turn to attack again.
Okay, before I attack, I would like to roll for perception as a free action to see what I can notice about the arena and the hooded figure guy.
Go ahead. You don't notice much.
Okay, let's go back to the great axe swinging.
All right.
Oh nice.
Okay, does that break his AC?
Yes, very much so. So,
Cool. Now that's 1d12 plus 5 slashing.
yep, go ahead.
And can I click on the damage type to roll it?
You should be able to.
No, that just did that again.
Wait.
Okay.
Go
You're the exact same.
No. Okay.
9 slashing?
Was that your?
Yes.
Was that the attack roll?
Yeah, that was the damage that I did. Yes, it says roll 1d12 plus 5 strength equals 4 plus 5, 9.
Okay, nice. You, your axe catches the dwarf heavily in his chest, and he is sent flying backwards, rolling across the dirt floor of the arena. Your axe having slashed deeply into the leather armor that he's currently wearing. The dwarf sort of gets back to his feet and eyes you up before making another attempt to attack you. That doesn't break your AC, does it?
Nope, it does not.
He sprints at you, leaping and attempting to attack you with the great axe again, but you nimbly dodge out of the way. What do you do?
Let's see. Hold on, I kind of want to try to use one of my Battlemaster things.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. I don't think any of these are applicable, so I'm just going to hit him with the axe again.
So wait, what do you? So Okay, what's that? Yeah, you're breaking your AC. So what does the Battle Master do exactly?
I get special maneuvers. I also get superiority dice, and some of my maneuvers require the target to make a saving throw to resist the maneuver's effects. The saving throw DC is calculated. Maneuver save DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength or dexterity modifier, your choice.
Okay, so that's your...
That's
we'll figure it out when you actually use your Battle Master stuff. I would have thought you'd go with one of the other warrior things, but sure, that's cool. So you break his AC. What are you going to do?
I'm going to get the damage, of course.
10. Nice.
Boom.
Again, you hit the dwarf heavily. This time, it's even more impactful as he attempted to dive at you, and you catch him in midair. The axe slamming into him and launching him backwards across the arena, where he rolls heavily before staggering back to his feet and attempting yet another attack. Despite his shaky stature, the dwarf makes his way over to you and attempts feebly to slash at you, looking up at you with a grimace. What do you do?
The same thing you do when a baby attacks you. Stomp to death.
Let's see. If I want to just pick him up bodily and just throw him against the wall in a nice way.
Wait, before you do this, if you're going to do this, I ask one thing of you.
Wait.
Okay, what if I just don't throw him against the wall, but instead just kind of drop kick him in a funny way?
You want to just drop kick the dwarf?
Yeah.
Okay, sure, roll for it.
Can I? Okay, so what roll would that be? Would that be strength? Would that be
strength? Yeah, just a flat strength roll. Just a flat strength plus a d20 plus your strength modifier. Okay, you have broken his AC.
Okay, I drop kick him.
Now, okay, sure. Roll me a d6 for the drop kick.
Okay, dice.
The dwarf is groggy as you sprint towards him, his eyes widening as the hulking orc launches herself off her feet and slams both feet into his chest, sending him flying backwards and smashing into the wall of the arena, where he slumps down unconscious. You have left a small crack in the wall of the arena. As the official runs out and raises your hand, the winner is number 61. 60 rather. Blair. And the
69.
The masked figure nods and smiles down at you. A very interesting display, especially that finale. I must admit, I've never seen anyone fight like that before. I commend you, fighter. You may now move on to the next round, which takes place tomorrow.
Can I roll another perception check to see if I notice anything about the hooded figure?
Go ahead.
All right.
Fucking hell! No, your vision is actually incredibly blurry from the dropkick, because as you did dropkick, you smacked your head directly into the ground. You instead give him a shaky thumbs up and turn around, accidentally hitting the advisor in the face in the process.
Okay.
Okay, so you're now free to leave the arena.
I do so. Hang
Cool,
on, do I get my gold? Or
No,
is
it's end of the tournament. The dwarf comes up to you after after you as you're leaving, and he extends a hand shakily. That's what a good fight.
I shake his hand and I say, "Hey, would you like to come to the tavern? Let me buy you a drink. I feel bad about the drop kick."
he laughs. I wouldn't say no. My name's Talroth. It's nice to meet you.
What's your
name?
Marlowe.
It's nice to meet you, Marlowe. You look like an orc, and you sure as hell hit like one as well.
Thanks, that's what they pay me for.
Okay, so Marlo, you're now walking along with Talroth. Cool. So you two are going to head to the tavern. Maravis, you have watched the entire encounter between Marlo and Talroth. What are you going to do? Maravis!
Oh, I was muted. Okay, that explains. I was like, wait, what about... Okay, so, as they're walking out, I just happened to walk into them.
No, you when you rolled the 2, you decided to go and watch the arena in hopes that like one of them would show up there, and you watched the fight between Marlo and Talroth.
Yeah, so as I see them leaving the... Wait, are they leaving?
Yes.
We're gonna go get a drink. Okay, so I'm gonna like coincidentally run into them.
All right, sure. You two run into each other.
Yeah. Wow, that was really something you two had going there.
You know, it's just another day having fun, you know.
Talroth,
Kicking people.
Talroth smiles. Ah, you know Marlo?
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Well.
Fucking wow! What a dick!
We are getting to be good friends. However, we've only known each other for what, 4 days?
Yeah, about something like that right now.
Speaking of good friends, though, I had a question. Where are you on your way to now?
We're headed to the tavern.
Well, you see. I was just there, and everyone was very happy to see me, and let's just say, and I'm gonna kind of lean in and kind of like make like I'm about to make a joke and like slap your back and lean in, and I'm going to say, just kind of quietly, do not go in there.
Talroth
Yeah.
as Talroth hears that and sort of glances around.
Wait, no, do a deception. Roll for it. This is D&D, you fucks.
Well, no. Who's he deceiving?
He's
What?
like, or
I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it
is it
just.
stealth?
Yeah. Well, I'm just kind of like whispering
There's not really
quietly.
There's not really anybody around. Like.
Yeah.
No, but he's deceiving him into thinking he's making a joke. When in
Deceiving
reality-
who? Deceiving.
Deceiving the dwarf.
No, Talroth can hear.
But he's whispering. He leaned in to whisper.
Do you want to make a deception check to see if you can like prevent?
I can't even whisper without rolling. Okay, no, it's okay if he hears, I suppose.
Exactly. Okay, so Talroth sort of looks around a little. You've noticed something. You've noticed something's off too. Come.
What's the issue?
I have a place rented around here. I used to have family that lived here. You can we can stay there if you'd like to leave that place alone.
Please, I don't know what is going on over there, nor do I particularly care to find out. I've seen enough terrible things for 1 week.
Okay, you move your way over to a smallish sort of house. Marlo, why did you move yourself?
What?
There.
Next movement. He's nice to meet you. They're fancy ladies.
What's so funny? I was just moving myself around on the map.
I don't know. Fucking Quinn.
What's the issue?
He's got the jitters. He's got the jitters, you know? He's like, oh, geez. It's an exciting day. And he's just,
I don't get what's the issue?
Anyway, so you push into a smallish, a pretty cozy looking house. There's a fire in the fireplace and some pictures on the walls. He sort of moves into the house, closes the door, and bolts it behind you before looking around a little. So he turns to Ravis. You've noticed that there's something off with this place as well?
Something terribly, terribly off.
I knew that there was something wrong here. I've come here a few times before, participated in the last couple of tournaments, and this was always a nice place, but it was never this nice. It's because, you know, they put on airs for the tournaments. They want to impress the big wigs that show up and all that, and the last couple of times I've shown up, they've been nice fellows, but I've been around here within the tournaments, aren't I? And everyone just seems like normal folk, but this doesn't seem natural. This feels wrong.
Very, very wrong. Well, I was given a drink.
Oh God, you didn't drink it, did you?
Not all of it.
Oh, thank God.
Drinking all of it imply... It doesn't matter, but
There's something in
yes.
there's something in them drinks. I don't know what it is, but there's something in them.
It's bad.
Fucking Quinn!
Oh my god.
I'm trying to be serious here. I'm trying to do an actual more serious campaign. You fucking asshole!
I love you,
Nice.
Quinn.
Nice. But, yes, I have my own set of questions and I don't really know who to ask.
Yeah, I wish I could help you more, but I've tried to keep myself as inconspicuous as possible. I don't want them to, I don't want whatever they are or whoever they are to single me out for anything. So I'm really planning to stick around for the tournament and leave.
Okay, I turn to Tarloth and I'm like, hey, Tarloth, I wasn't really able to get a good look at him, but have you ever seen the announcer guy, the MC, like under his hood? Like, do you know what he's like? You said you've been in these tournaments before.
Yeah, I've seen him plenty of times. That's the prince. He's usually all smiles and waves, and the king and queen couldn't make it, of course, with all of the issues going off in the major city and all that. But the prince is usually a really friendly, really nice fellow. It didn't seem like there was much about him, but the hood seemed unusual. I will admit.
Refresh my memory, Mravis, because you know I'm a dumbass. Have we seen anyone else like wearing a hood or anything, like, you know, in our travels, our adventuring? Anybody else?
There was a hooded figure that stole the amulet.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, hold
I
on.
don't know that. Wait, actually, you were in the chapter. You were
Yeah,
I was there. We were both there, I think.
All three of
Yeah, I
you,
think
actually.
so.
All three of you were there.
Yes, him.
Him.
Are they the same
Actually, that
person?
which reminds me, Marlo, not Marlo, Aria, wisdom.
I'm not even doing anything right now.
Yeah, no, you're just sort of standing. You're waiting for someone to talk to someone in the guardhouse. But yeah, make me a wisdom check.
Bureaucracy.
All right, the tug is strong enough that it manages to actually sort of pull you out the door, but it's not enough to have anything particularly lasting. It only lasts for that brief moment.
I am irritated.
All right, sure. Okay, so back to Marlo and Ravis and Talroth.
So.
Yep, there was that guy, and I'm sure there's plenty of other mysterious people that we've managed to just not see out of the corners of our eyes.
Talroth. This might sound like a bit of a weird or suspicious question, but do you know where the prince goes, like, after the tournament? You know where he is? He might be right now.
I couldn't much tell you. I know that he usually has his guards with him, and I don't think I've ever seen them ever leave his side in case you're planning to do anything, which I hope to God you're not. But but as far as I can tell, he usually just sort of sticks around with them. So he occasionally gets I did. Okay, roll. Do me a favor. Roll me a persuasion check, both of you.
Oh boy, okay.
Okay. It's too bad I can't click on other people's rolls to reroll them.
All right, Ramus, you are able. He sort of glances over at you. You seem trustworthy enough. I was drinking in the tavern a couple of days ago, and I saw when he came in, he went straight upstairs and seemed to get a room. And I didn't think much of it at the time, but now that I think back on it, the prince getting himself a room at the tavern seems a mite unnatural.
Yes, he should have his own house, if nothing else. That is
He
strange
does.
Indeed.
He does. That's why it seems so odd.
Oh. Where is this house?
He saw the Talremis sort of moves over to the curtains and pushes them apart and points to a fairly decently sized manor that's sitting on a hill just outside of the city.
Do I see any activity?
I honestly know. It's empty most of the year, and I can't really say that there's been much recently. I can't really say I paid much attention to it at all. In fact, almost strangely so. I've got a window that looks right over to the place, but I never usually keep these curtains drawn. He sort of steps back a little and looks a little concerned. What are you two things going on?
Well, the reason that we're here in the first place is a lot of weird shit's been happening.
That's an understatement.
What do you mean by weird shit?
We're talking about girls getting kidnapped. Let's see,
Blood.
lots of eldritch,
So much blood.
bodies dissolving, farmhouses, everybody in them killed.
He sort of swallows for a
Weird
moment.
stuff in lakes.
He pauses for a moment. You don't mean the farmhouse outside of you couldn't mean the farmhouse
Yes.
outside of
We've only seen one farmhouse, buddy. I'm sorry.
his eyes kind of go wide and he swallows heavily. But my niece she said she was working up at there.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry, dude.
Yeah, did any of the bodies we found, they were all the bodies we found were human, right?
No, I told you there was a couple. They were sort of. It was kind of hard to distinguish a lot of them because it was a lot of viscera. But there were a couple of bodies from other races there.
Okay.
Let's see. What kind of check would I make to like comfort him or like I don't know,
Charisma.
give him like a they're there? Charisma. Okay. Charisma.
Just so you know, if you roll, okay, I just want you to know, if you rolled a nat 1, I was going to make you punch him in the face. I was going to have you attempt to pat him on the back, but somehow punch him in the face.
Wow.
He sort of seems a little sort of shocked at the moment, and he takes a moment, and he walks into the kitchen and he grabs a sort of a cask, pours himself some beer, and tosses it back. I want you to tell me everything you know. Have you found what did it, or who, or?
We've got some ideas, or well, they've got some ideas. We're still looking.
He sort of lights a pipe and sits back. anything I could do to help you, you let me know. You'll have my axe at your side.
Okay. Your niece, did she ever mention to you any kind of things happening in the forest outside the farm or anything like that? Anything out of the ordinary?
His eyes well up a little, and he sort of. I hadn't heard from her since she left. She only left about a month ago, and I thought she would just be busy with the farm work. I was planning to come and see her after the tournament, but
I'll like sit down by him and put my arm around him.
Okay. He
I'm missing.
he just kind of nods and thanks you. Thank you.
Sure thing, bud. Ravis, any ideas?
This is not what I signed up for. All right. I don't know. It's not. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm not. Whatever this is does not come. Whatever this is does not come from this planet. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know what it comes from, but I think it's pretty clear that it's evil, and we're going to have to destroy it or die trying.
The dwarf's Talremis' eyes open a little. You mean it's some kind of otherworldly beast? That's
One.
You one? What do you mean? You think that there were more?
I think we've stepped in something that is going to come after us.
He nods and sort of nods his head. Would you be opposed to taking me with you then, as sort of a because I want to find the person who took my niece away from me, and I want to make them pay. I can bet I can't hear myself talk over that goddamn typing. It is legitimately so loud I can't hear myself.
Yeah. It's pretty thumpery.
But anyway, he's like, would you be opposed to taking me along with you while you sort of search for the bottom of this?
Not at all.
No, the more the merrier.
All right, cool. You now have you now have Talroth sort of tagging along. Oh, okay, so Arya and Rilka, what are you guys gonna do while these two sort of fill in Talroth and what's been happening?
Well, I'm like waiting for the whole tournament thing to blow over while I investigate the break.
I guess I'll go to the bar and go perform with the dudes.
Okay, sure. It's been about right now. It's just sort of getting towards dusk, but so Marla, you've managed to get past the guard at the front, and you're going to speak to the guard captain, who is a woman wearing a pretty imposing set of plate mail. And
yeah, my fellow.
Hello, I'm here about the break-ins. I saw your notice on the bulletin.
Ah, finally someone. We've been looking for someone to handle that for a while, but with watching the tournament and all, we don't have time to investigate it ourselves. There's been a recent spree of break-ins in a district somewhere in the south side of the city. We haven't been able to apprehend the culprits, and they don't seem to take much either. The money is left where it is, and they don't seem to take many items. So we're trying to. At first we thought it was just petty vandalism, but store owners have mentioned losing very specific objects.
What are those specific objects?
She sort of rummages around, takes out a piece of paper. Let us see. We have a engraved knife, a stone basin, and what appeared to be a large set of ancient bronze shackles.
Okay. Is there someone I can contact, or can I go to the homes that have been broken into and investigate?
Of course, I will. She sort of gets a piece of paper and writes down something on it. Here, take this. The guards sort of around the site will let you investigate if you have this with you.
Thank you.
I would recommend going in the morning, though. It is getting somewhat dark.
Yeah, I suppose I should be getting some rest as well.
Okay. Hey,
Okay.
hey, hey,
Huh?
hey, Arya, hey, Arya.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Well,
The amulet around your neck yanks you back out as you step out of the guard's office. The amulet around your neck vibrates somewhat and yanks you back with such ferocity that you are sent flying off your feet, and you slam into a wall a good ways down the street, hard enough to definitely have a decent enough impact on your body, and enough that you will take 1 damage because of how hard it pulled around your throat.
okay, that's fair. I'll take that.
Yep. So you are also sort of pretty shaky on your feet right now because you were just flung down the wall and flung down the street and slammed against a wall by this amulet.
I cuss out the amulet under my breath. And then I... Oh my god.
Okay, no, don't worry about it.
This is scary. Okay, I'm going to go to the tavern, I suppose.
Okay, you feel that the amulet almost chokingly tight around your neck at this point.
Okay, I take the amulet off and wrap it around instead.
What you do?
I take the amulet off and like wrap it around my wrist like several times instead of keeping it around my throat because I feel like that's a safer bet.
Okay, give me a favor, make a strength check.
Oh god. That's not my strong suit.
This is what you get! This is what you get!
At least I cheated death, okay?
The amulet, the moment you take it off, is ripped from your hands and starts flying down along the street towards the church.
Oh my god, I'm gonna chase it.
Okay, roll me a dex then to chase after it.
Wait, wouldn't that be athletics?
Oh yeah, roll me athletics.
Oh great, another -1.
Okay,
That's not too bad.
You're sort of you seem to be sort of somewhat catching up to it. You're not making the most ground on it, but Quinn, you fuck! Shut up!
I'm just.
But it's but you're not getting, you don't seem to be that much closer to actually getting a hold of it. And it's still making its way. Right now, you're about here, and the amulet's about here.
I'm gonna try and catch it with the hand that... I'm gonna try and catch it with chill touch.
I mean, you can attempt to.
I'm going to attempt that.
But you have to make me a roll for it.
Yeah.
Nope.
God damn it, I didn't break its AC.
The hand swipes at the amulet and misses as it continues to speed along towards the church.
I'm gonna keep running after it.
Athletics. You are again. You're be closely behind it, but you're not really that close to catching up on it. By the way, Rilka,
Yeah.
what are you doing in response to friggin' the amulet throwing Arya against a wall and then flying off?
I thought I was like away from Arya, going to like the bar to perform with the dudes.
Oh yeah, you headed off. Yeah, that's right. You were at the tavern. Okay, so I thought you were. I forgot for a second. Okay, so it sort of slams into the door of the church, loud enough to rock the door on its hinges, which, of course, immediately attracts a couple of people to look over and the pastor to start making his way towards it. Arya, what are you going to do?
I'm going to call for help from the pastor.
Okay, the pastor comes out of the church and sees the amulet and he gasps, "Ah! He sees you chasing after him. You found the amulet?"
Yes, it was at the bottom of a lake.
"Oh, thank you. We have been searching for this for so long. I must return it to the statue."
To warn you, there's some sort of... First of all, the lake that we found it in was clouded with black sort of stuff. It burned my clothes and everything. The only way to get past it was to use spells from the school of necromancy. There's something wrong with that amulet.
He listens and then sort of laughs a little. "Oh, you're being ridiculous. This has been a centerpiece of the statues for eons. There's nothing wrong with it." He sort of takes it.
Choked me.
He takes it from the door and it hangs in his hands normally. And he walks up to the statue in the center the back of the room, moves up, and hangs it around its neck. Okay. Marlo, Arya,
Yeah.
Rilka, Ravus. Are you all here?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Give me my money.
Rilka, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay. You all immediately see a blindingly white light.
How am I involved in this?
I told him.
It's a quick question. How am I connected to this?
You'll see. Okay, so Maravus, Rilka, and Marlo.
Mm-hmm.
You three awaken. When you awaken, you are standing on a rather, how to say, you're standing on a rather luminous marble floor. And if you were to look in front of you, you would see a collection of thrones, all lined in a semicircle surrounding you. Atop each of these thrones is a figure whose shape seems to be shifting before your eyes, so much so that you cannot pin down a singular form for them. At the middle of these creatures, a figure steps forward, bearing a very striking resemblance to the visage of the statue, and smiles at the trio of you. "We thank you for returning our amulet. Truly, you were the only ones who were able to brave the corruption that has been brought on by the exile. And you are the ones that we have chosen to aid us in ridding ourselves of it for good and preventing its return back to your mortal realm."
Okay. All right.
What amulet? Wait, that amulet? Oh yeah, that what?
You see, whenever she speaks, you find yourselves going quiet, as if you cannot oppose what she is saying. "You see, the exile was once one of us, a being that we once considered another of our kind, but it became too corrupted, too ruinous, and we were forced to cast it from this dimension entirely. But We thought that to be the end of it, but we were wrong. It has found its way between dimensions, burrowing in and out of them like some horrific tumor on the fabrics that we hold dear. And every day we fight to claim back more of this universe from it. It dares not attack this world in its current state due to the strength that we hold governing it. But we fear there are people on your plane who seek to bring it into there. If it were to be brought fully into the mortal realm, then even we would not have the strength to stop it.
Well,
you have already encountered one of its creatures, and you showed remarkable skill in dispatching it. You were able to combat one of the creatures of the exile, and you did not flinch, nor did you flee. You stood and you faced it head on, in much the same way as you did to the farm, where they had been conducting their deeds. Even now, they continue, attempting to bring more creatures into the world and strengthen their foothold on the underground of your world. You must stop them. We cannot return. We must stay. And the more that creatures they bring in, the stronger the exile becomes. And we must remain here in order to fend it off from breaking into your world on its own. But you have the powers to come down to the world yourselves, and you have the powers to defeat those that are trying to bring it back and cast it from records of history once again. As such, we are granting you a power which we have not divined out since the earliest days. We are granting you the ability to cast off your fates.
we had fates to begin with.
All beings are created with fates, fated to do what they will and how they will end up. But those following the exile have shunned our guidance and shunned our beliefs, and they now follow the exile's path, leaving them against our fates. We have no strength to control them, and in order for you to combat these beings, and nay, the exile itself, you too must be unbound by the chains of fate that bind you and all of the other creatures of this world to a single path.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool and all, but I have one question. What would be my fate?
The figure smiles a little and turns to another being whose form shifts for a moment before they solidify for a half second into what appears to be a wizened figure holding a great number of scrolls. He sort of looks over at you and holds out a scroll which he gives to you. This scroll contains everything that would have happened in your past, your future, and how it would end. I warn you though, knowing of how your life would end comes with a heavy cost. If you wish, you may take this and immediately burn it so that you never know of how your life was due to go. But if you do choose to read it, then we cannot be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge of your previous fate.
I take it and I put it into my backpack.
Okay. What about you, Bravus and Rilka? Do you have any take on what's currently happening?
Rilka sort of slowly, Rilka's like silent. She's not really handling this well.
Bravus? Bravus?
Am I muted again?
Yes!
Darn it.
Stop muting yourself!
All right.
No, continue. It's a character trait. It's on your sheet.
Exactly. Always quiet. Yeah, I'm not saying anything. There's very few things I could
Yeah,
say
yeah.
in this situation to really do anything. Oh, actually, that is the question I have. So then, what is our new fate?
The figure smiles and looks at you. As far as it looks at you, do you not understand? We have cast you off from the shackles of fate itself. What you do and your decisions you make from now on are entirely your own, and we have no part in it anymore. We, the gods, would originally divine the fates of all beings. We would name what they would do, how they would live, and how they would die. But
Well,
those who...
everything
carry on.
No, I'm not going to interrupt a god.
Did you just interrupt a god?
Yeah,
But-
no,
But those who follow the exile follow a creature that no longer follows our fates and is no longer one of us. And as such, we cannot dictate the fates that they will take. In order to combat a being such as that and those who follow it, you too must be freed from the shackles of a rigid path and given the ability to seek your own fate. This gift we have given you comes with immense power, for you will not only be able to, for you are not only now bound by your fate and your fate alone, you now have the ability to change the fates of those around you. Yes, my dear?
Can I leave? Am I allowed to go?
The figure kneels down before you and rests a hand on your shoulder. Rilka, you...
As he does so, he's doing his big booming voice down at me.
It's softer as she speaks to you. She has a hand rested on your shoulder, and you feel a warmth spreading through your body. Rilka Lightbow, you were a candidate we did not expect, one whose mind were filled with dreams of a grandeur adventure without ever thinking of the costs that it carried, and many of us argued against you being one of our chosen warriors. But I saw in you the potential to carry an outlook, to carry the strength of mind and the strength of heart that we would need for this quest. You must remain as part of this group, and you must remain there for the rest, for there will be times when things seem bleak and things seem hopeless, and there will be times when a figure is needed like yourself, Olga.
Okay.
All
right.
Okay. She sort of she nods and raises to her feet. Comes to her feet. A great corruption has spread across the town that you reside in. A corruption that must be stopped before it can grow any farther. I task you with deciphering this corruption yourselves, as we can no longer play a part in your fates. You may call on us for guidance, if and only if you truly desire it. But we cannot show too much involvement, or the exile himself will come after you. There is. She steps back and clasps her hands behind her back, and there is there's another flash of light, and you all sort of reappear where you three reappear where you were previously. Talroth seems to have not noticed you were gone. It seems as if you were only gone for a second. Arya.
I'm very scared.
Arya. Right?
Yeah, I'm very scared.
Okay. You awaken in somewhere entirely different. You awaken in a small glade of trees, the sounds of nature surrounding you. You rise to your feet and see a path leading off through the trees, with a small plume of smoke raising up above it. What do you do?
I keep my longbow out as I start down the path. Can I make a perception check?
If you'd like.
I want to know what's around me because this seems super shady.
The path itself seems abundant with animal life. The trees are full and the plants are in bloom as you make your way along. Though deeper into the forest, you can see things are somewhat bleaker. There seems to be plants that are dying, with the foliage crumbling around them. As you make your way forward, you come across a small house with on the border of a large lake, with a figure sitting on a dock on the edge of the lake.
Okay, I'm going to approach the figure. Can I roll for stealth or something?
He already knows you're there.
Okay.
You approach the figure who sits on the lake and pays you no mind, except for a single invitation to come sit with me.
I begrudgingly sit, but I don't put down my bow.
The figure you sit beside seems hard to pin down. One moment you're seeing an old, wizened figure, the next a father, the next a young man holding a fishing rod between his hands. He smiles, looking over the lake, though on the opposite side you can see more of this dead forest. Arya, you were not like my other followers, were you?
If you can still call me a follower.
That is very true. You were always one who seemed the most begrudging to take up the traditions of the Stakilics. One who seemed that they would rather live their own life and go about as they pleased rather than just following our rituals and traditions. I feared even now you only repeat a ritual to the barest extent so that you may keep the strength that you hold.
That's correct. My parents raised me as a follower. I left it of my own accord.
Indeed. I've seen your life as you have gone through it, Arya, and you have always seemed strangely free compared to the rest of my followers. Even those who blindly recite my name day after day, and those who seek to become the highest that they can in my presence, it's always felt so very tiresome. But you've always been different. You've always sought to strike out. You're a true fan. You left your home at a young age, and you have been traveling around ever since, have you not?
Yes, what does that have to do with it? I wouldn't call myself free. Physically, maybe.
Oh?
But I have a great task to complete.
And what is that?
To find my parents, of course.
The figure smiles. Of course, your parents. Arya,
That's the goal.
I hate to burden you any more than you already have, but I am afraid that I must. For you see, you live in a time where things are not as they should be. A great darkness, once cast out by the gods of the Pantheon, has returned. A darkness that I, myself, stood alongside them to fight. One that we thought gone has returned. And we are no longer strong enough to deal with it on our own.
you gods? Isn't this kind of in your job description?
The figure that he laughs for a moment. Indeed, we are what you would consider gods, but this creature is more of a parasite. In the same way that even your most talented doctors cannot deal with a virus that is beyond their knowledge, we too cannot deal with the exiled, as it has grown and become a being that thrives outside of our realms of control.
How do you expect me to deal with this? If
You will not be doing it alone. You will have those you have already sided with and defeated one of the exile's creatures together. One you who have overcome the attempts that it made to prevent us from meeting you.
Wait, them? That orc that couldn't fight? Them. You're talking about them, right?
He laughs again. They are not much, that is true. But in time, you will place your trust in them, as will they in you. As you will need each other for the upcoming trials you will endure. He places a hand on your sort of shoulder and looks over at you. I believe that beneath the strengths that you try to hide, you too have the desire to make a good change in this world, Arya. I want you to join them in preventing this creature from coming back and bringing ruin to not only our world but yours as well. I shall send you back to your world now, but I do so with a blessing and a strength that I believe will aid you on your journey.
What is that?
You will see when you return. You sort of, as you sit on the pier again, things sort of start to get a little hazy. You find yourself feeling drowsy and sort of starting to fall asleep. Are you going to just let yourself fall asleep?
Can I fight it?
Not particularly, but you do have time to still ask any. You do have enough time to say ask a question or so, or anything like that.
Will I be able to find my parents?
Perhaps the others have been freed from their fates, and as have you. So whether you find your parents is now out of my control. You must believe in your own strengths and your own knowledge to find them.
I'm surprised you haven't forsaken me. I didn't think you'd think kindly on necromancy.
You'd be surprised. I mean, what is my blessing but a way to cheat death? After that, you fall asleep, and when you awake, you are back outside of the church.
I make sure nothing was taken.
Nope, you seem to have, again, awoken but a moment after the flash happened.
Okay. I face the pastor.
He's sort of, he's come back out to you with a bag of the 20 gold. Thank you for returning the amulet. You seem a little shaken. Is everything okay?
I just feel a little ill.
He smiles and pushes the gold into your hand. I included an extra 5 because I didn't rightfully think that anybody would ever take up the request, but you managed to complete it in a single day. I thank you.
It's not a problem. Okay, so I think I want to find the others, but Arya doesn't know where the others are. So I'm going to wander around, I guess. I'll check the tavern.
Okay, well, roll me a foresight. Roll me a d4 and see if you can run into Arya.
Wait, am I rolling the d4?
Yes. Okay, nice. You make your way to the tavern, and you see Rilka standing outside of it. Rilka.
Rilka's sort of like looking a bit lost. Like she's not sure where to go from there. Like
Okay, Bravos, you
No.
still there? Or do you have yourself
I am.
muted?
everything's out of her element.
It's back.
Cool. Did you hear the entire encounter between Arya and
I only missed like 15 seconds or 20 seconds there. So
Okay, cool. So are you gonna head up to Arya? Oh sorry, Rilka?
yes.
No, sorry, I was talking to Arya.
Oh, okay.
Because you're still back in the you and Marlo are still back in the house with Talroth.
Yeah, I'll follow her and I'll talk to her, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, it's you, huh? Hey,
Giving up following me?
what?
You know I saw you earlier, right? You're short, but you're not that short.
You're just gonna ignore that. Are you just gonna ignore what happened?
What?
The thing.
I want to clarify, Rilka. You saw that Arya wasn't with you when you.
I thought everyone got teleported.
No,
sorry.
it's why I
No,
did
I
it.
got teleported to a different person.
Yeah, it's why I did an entirely separate scene because Arya is Sakilix, who primarily follow a separate god.
Okay, sorry.
You don't know that neither of you know that you've both been through this ordeal. Though you can both see that you're both visibly shaken about something.
Yeah, she's sort of like, whatever. All right. Okay. I want to lay down for a bit.
Are you considering a drink? I wouldn't recommend it. We have a quest ahead of us. I found a quest worth 50 gold. Care to join me?
No. I don't want to.
It's 50 gold.
I would love to. There's the sound of a bag of chips just overlaying everything.
Shut up! No, it's fine. No, shut up! It's fine.
Man, there's a lot of thunder today. Man, there's a lot of thunder. Maybe got the rain. Maybe we should head inside.
That's actually a point. That's actually a good point, though. It has started raining fairly heavily after you guys.
God. We head inside.
Yeah, we head inside. Like, it's really starting to thunder out here.
Some Foley work.
Now that's RP, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice. Okay.
We take the GM's mistakes and turn them into miracles.
Okay. Oh, is the guy inside the tavern the guy that Rilka took to?
What do you mean?
The performer.
Oh yeah,
the
yes,
guy
he is outside.
Cool. Is he going to talk to us? Like, Is he gonna talk to her when he sees her?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Cool. Because I'm just gonna head inside.
Okay, you are both stopped at the entrance by the same figure that stopped Bravos, who says, "Hey there, you two seem new. Can I get your names?"
Of course.
Real Kalipo.
He jots your name down, and you? He turns to Arya.
Melody Merriweather.
Okay. He puts your name down as well.
Oh, okay.
So, what are you two here for? Are you here for a drink, or are you here to see the performance?
I'm gonna. yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the performance.
Alright, have a good time. It's through the first door you see before the bar. Though feel free to stop by at any time for a drink.
Yeah, she's gonna like sort of take her little violin, sort of walk over the stage and sort of like meet up with the others.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the rest of them are behind the stage, sort of checking instruments. The main guy perks up as he sees you. Hey! I was wondering if you were going to show up. I was kind of hoping. Here. He sort of hands you a music sheet. We're going to try playing this one. Do you think you could? Think you can pick it up?
Like so Rico sort of scans the sheet. Like she sure does like almost by nature. Like she's done this like 100 times before. Like alright, yeah.
Okay, do me a favor then and roll an intelligence check to see how well you know you can pick it up.
Do I have advantage? Can I have like a bonus on this?
Yeah. You can get advantage on it. I'll give you advantage.
Yay.
So let's see those 2 nat 1s.
What skills I roll for this?
Intelligence, right?
Well, actually, let me just see if there's anything more. Yeah, because you're not actually performing it. You're, like, rolling to remember it. So,
Yo!
Nice! Very nice! Actually, that was fucking amazing! Holy shit!
You wasted one of those.
Okay, you do that fucking thing from the movies where a bunch of numbers and shit start appearing in front of your eyes, except it's all letters and music notes as your brain goes into overdrive, and you learn this song and improve it even further than the person who originally wrote it, writing down a couple of changes onto the sheet and handing it back to the guy. He sort of scans it over and is like, huh, we can try that, it might be cool.
Alright, yeah. This is their role performance.
Okay,
I
yeah. Well, not yet. You haven't started performing yet. You're just. He sort of says that you should try a couple of rehearsals first. So yeah. Aria, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to take a seat and sit back and enjoy the show.
Okay, sure. While those two are while they're rehearsing in the back and you're waiting for the show to start, let's return to Marlowe and Ravis. So, you two have reappeared in Talroth's house. Apparently, no, like immediate, without even a second passing since you vanished. What do you do?
Well, I guess I'm still like sitting there with Talroth. I kind of like I look over at Mavis. Can I like roll perception to like see like how he's doing?
Sure, yeah, I'll do that. Let you do that.
Please. Okay.
You can't really see much. He just seems to be. Ravis, how are you? How would you say she can see you?
With an 8.
Okay, Marlo, you have been typing for like the fucking past 3 hours.
What? No, I haven't been.
Who's been typing then?
Definitely not me.
I think it's the audience.
Oh no, I just got back.
Ender, is that you?
Listen, I have not been typing. I've just been like clicking stuff periodically, like once every like 30, 45 seconds or so.
Ender.
I've been on my phone and also I was just...
Ender, have you been typing like constantly for the past fucking 2 hours?
Hold on, Ender's muted.
No wonder the fucking typing stopped. He probably realised that he was caught out and he's fucking... Ender!
Is it real good?
Evil.
Okay, that time I was just messing with you.
Have you literally been doing that the past fucking 2 hours?
Look, there's a lot of messages I need to do.
You fucking asshole!
A lot of important business, Mr. Big Businessman.
Ah, give me a sec.
Mr.
Oh, I love you, rascal. Oh. A devil just like me.
Filthy businessman.
You can hear him washing his hands of your filth.
Okay, so back to stuff. I am what's going on? What was that?
That was my Pepsi. This program is sponsored by Pepsi.
I counter sponsor with Coca-Cola.
Drink Pepsi and you'll roll nat ones.
God.
I counter-sponsor with water, the drink of the living.
I counter sponsor with LaCroix, the drink of the internally dead. Anyway.
What kind?
Let me see. Cran raspberry.
Oh.
Fancy for me.
It tastes like carbonation. Okay, so, perception notwithstanding, I'm going to, like, turn to Mravis and be like, anything kind of weird just happened for you?
Now that you mention it, yes.
Okay, Dragon. I'm going to, open up my backpack and see what's in there. Dragon there?
Dragondo.
He dead.
Dragon?
Blue eyes white dragon.
Snake? Snake?
Snake.
Snake! Dragon.
Dragon dildo.
Bad dragon.
There we go.
Dragon, where are you, man?
He dead. He's playing Overwatch again. That's weird. This mic is picking up sound.
Ender, is that you typing again?
I'm not typing, so.
Okay.
Somebody's slipping their hands all over the place.
Does it
Dragon.
sound like rain to you? Like it sounds all staticky and rainish to me.
It's
Hold on.
Is this the ambient sound?
Yeah.
I'm back.
I thought that was okay, Dragon.
Yo.
Okay, so I turned to Mravis and like asked him if he saw anything weird just now, and he was like, yeah. So now what I want to do is I want to like take out my backpack and like see if that scroll is still in it.
Nice. Okay.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that all just happened. I like take out the scroll out of my backpack, and I don't like open it or anything, but I like kind of like wave it around like at Mravis and then just like put it back in my backpack.
Fair.
And so I guess I'm kind of at a loss for words. I don't say anything. I'm probably having like a face journey right now.
Fair enough.
So
Oh, let me let my dog out really quick.
sure.
Oh man. Oh wait. Mary, you left the you added dragon in the
In the whoops.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hey, you do what you gotta do, right?
I guess.
Okay, sorry, back.
Yeah, so I guess I kind of like look to Maravis for a visual cue or something. What I don't know what to do at this moment.
Fair enough,
It's like
fair
a
enough.
character thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn and say, well, we're half here, which brings up the question, where's the other half?
Oh, yes, in our party. I kind of, I guess, shake Kalroth a little bit and be like, "Hey, we're going to go outside. We'll be back though."
Sure. He sort of rummages around in his pocket. Here, this is a copy of my keys. Take them. Come back anytime you need.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you, little boy.
Now that I've been introduced to the tavern, and unfortunately I decided to give them my name, it would probably be best if we weren't seen with you, considering how the last dwarf we consorted with ended up.
He sort of raises an eyebrow. The last woman? Last dwarf?
Yeah, this is probably not. You can guess this from a mile away, but it wasn't pretty.
Oh.
Let's just say it involved the spike. Anyway, so I figure we'd better only return here when we can make sure we're not being followed.
That sounds wise.
In the meantime, how about that area by the billboard? We could use that as perhaps a dead drop location in case we really need to tell you anything.
Okay.
Anything we have important, we will pin on the wall, on the billboard, on the board, and under a false name. How about Ventry?
Okay, so what are you looking to put up?
Oh no. So anytime we need to contact him like really badly, or at least I do, I'll put something up under the name Ventry.
Okay, sure.
Some general clue.
Ventry, yeah.
And then we're gonna go around the town and look for the party.
Okay, sure. So, yeah. Give me a second. So, you want to sort of give me a roll to see. Give me a D4, and we'll see what you do.
Say that again.
What role would that be?
Okay, just a D4. Roll me a D4, both of you, and we'll see where you decide to go.
Oops.
Whoop.
Okay, so what? You rolled 2 D4s for some reason.
I know, because I hit the wrong button.
I can't believe you. You fucking rolled 2 D4s. Oh, you got a nat 1 and she got a 2, so you two just decide to kind of... It's raining heavily still, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So you're just kind of wandering around in the rain.
Well, I figure it's more of a where do you go rather than how is the score. Like if you can assign a number to each of the buildings.
Okay, so sure. You decide to head to the church again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I'm in the tavern. I'm not in the. Okay, sorry, because my icon wasn't in the right place. I couldn't tell where I was. Whoa! I just moved Rilka's for her. Wild.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was able to do that. have unlimited power.
No, you don't. Anyway, so so you two are. Right now, I just want to have a bit of a focus more on Ravis and Marlowe while they sort of make their ways around.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you guys like up to right now? You're sort of I said you went to the church.
I
Yeah.
see.
So I'm gonna
Sorry.
walk over to the. Okay, sorry, go on.
I'm going to the church.
Okay, sure.
So yeah, I figure we'll ask the priest there, perhaps.
Sure. So he just seems to be sort of looking through a couple books. He's yeah, he just seems sort of flicking through the book he's got on the altar. The rain sort of hammering down outside, but it seems fairly nice inside. So yeah, not much to say.
All right. So wait. So we did ask him.
Well, what were you trying to ask him?
Well, we were asking him about the rest of our party and where they were.
Oh yeah, he said that he saw Arya sort of heading off towards the tavern, and but he doesn't really know where Brooke is.
Okay, I immediately look at Marlowe when I hear that, and then look back to him, and I kind of casually mention, so do you go to the tavern much yourself?
He shakes his head. Oh no! I'm a man of the cloth. I never drink. I go there occasionally to watch the shows that they've got on, like the one they've got on tonight. But I've never been to the bar.
That sounds healthy.
Also, he sort of stops you for a moment. I just wanted to thank you and your friends for returning the amulet to me. He sort of gestures behind him, and you can see the amulet hanging off the statue.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit to myself. Yes, of course. I'm glad we could help you with it.
Okay, he sort of smiles and waves you and goes back to making through the book he's got in front of him.
I kind of bow a little bit to him and then walk off.
Okay, he sort of nods and smiles.
Let's see. Can I talk to the priest or whatever?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Pastor. Well, brother, what's your name?
Brother? Are you fucking Hulk Hogan now?
No, that's what they call, like, priests and stuff sometimes.
You father! You call him father! Oh. Hey, brother! What can you tell me about Jesus?
Please! Oh my god, okay.
For the rest of eternity.
I still call him brother.
I'm not even into Christian.
Bro.
God, I can't. You fucking.
Wait, is he going to tell me his name?
Yes, he sort of smiles. My name is Alistair Pensworth.
Brother Pinsworth.
Yes.
I know that I haven't been on great terms with your gods and such and your establishment, but
You sort of.
I guess I'll do what I have to do. I just wanted to tell you that.
He sort of smiles and chuckles softly. Well, I don't really see where I'm always happy to hear that you decided to give the faith a little more thought, and I hope things work out for you.
Can you tell me anything about scrolls, I guess, in your body of faith?
I'm assuming you're referring to Talremis, the god of fates.
Yes, that sounds right.
Well, I'm not sure there's much to say. He's the god that oversees the fates of all living beings. He determines how they live and how they die, and he keeps a record of everyone that has come and everyone that will come in his great library.
Is there anything written down about people casting their fates off ever in your legends or whatever you call them?
He stops for a moment and rubs his chin. Perhaps once I recall hearing a tale once of someone who had learned how to cast off their faith and angered Talremis. But I could not tell if it was fact or fiction.
I see. Thank you.
Think nothing of it, my child.
I doubt I can do that, but thank you for saying that. So, I have nothing more to say to the pastor fellow.
No, not particularly.
That was a statement.
Oh,
I'm going to leave the church now.
I thought you were kind of asking.
No. I'm confident that I have nothing more to say to him. So, can I go back to where they are now? Or can
yes,
I turn
you're
to Ravis
sort of
and say,
following.
Is Ravis okay?
I'm waiting for you outside.
Okay, I can come back and get you and say I'm going to the tavern now, and we're just going to have to deal with whatever happens after that.
Yep.
Yes. Just go with me on whatever happens, alright?
Okay.
And don't drink whatever they give you.
Don't drink the water, got it.
Jeez, I'm just taking a second because I just checked the chat on in the fucking sin bin and whoo!
Shit has hit the fan.
Yeah, because
what
someone's a fucking cunt.
He's a garbage person.
What happened?
A trash
You mean Joe?
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Well, it's like I kind of find it funny because like I look at this person's comments like almost at every video. It's like I still scroll down. It's like I know this guy now. I know what he likes. It's slightly disturbing.
I found real talk. I found I was on Tumblr and I found a blog that I think might have been his where it's like, oh yeah, the Joe Cool or something. And I'm like, oh sure, I'll take a look at his blog, his stuff, and I'll follow him. I then followed him unfollowed him 2 days later because of some of the shit that he was posting, and I'm like, whoo!
Oh,
Ugh, back to D&D.
what was that man posting?
But yeah, why you gotta be a shit, man? You can enjoy you can say that B is the wife without then saying, but oh yeah, but May's a fucking cunt that should die.
You know, in America, that's a
There's
bad
personal
word.
affront when people hate characters just because they have flaws, especially May.
And it's like fucking, it's like the responses to the fucking things that he says as well really fucking get on my nerves, because it's like, oh, she's fucking, what was it he says? He fucking deleted the thing that he said about her flaws.
Actually, I did that because he has garbage opinions and I deleted. I'm not sorry.
Well, yeah, because his fucking opinions were oh yeah, she beats up someone for no people, and she despite having a cushy life, she still claims to have issues, and I'm like, did you even fucking play the game? But don't talk. I don't want to talk too much because fucking Ravis is still playing through it, and I don't want to spoil anything for him.
I'll finish
May
it
is
one of
good.
these
I
days.
love her, and she's relatable.
Yeah, he's been really enjoying the game, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, there's something to be said about having you play the most flawed character in the game. You know, that's not coincidental.
Exactly.
Very good. Anyway, let's get back to actual D&D so you don't
Sure.
have to edit this out.
I'll make a fucking NPC shitlord called Joe Cool that you can kill sometime later.
Nice.
Make one named David.
Or like Joe Fool.
You'll fight the leader. You're gonna fight the fucking bandit leader, Eric Sparrow.
Hey,
Are you serious? No.
He's gonna challenge you to a fucking skate off.
Sparrow's like the kind of person like you'd see in Persona 5.
He is.
hey, I have a
Oh
question.
god, what is Eric Sparrow's palace? Is it just like a giant fucking skate park?
No. It's like what is it? It'd be like a giant mansion.
I have a question.
Sure.
Are we going to be like reaching a stopping point in the game sometime like soon?
I was thinking about stopping. I was thinking about stopping it after the sort of what's it called? The performance you guys have, and then you kind of crashing for the night.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
was planning to bake some cookies tonight.
Sure. We've made a good chunk of progress this session, so I'm happy with it.
All right, yeah. So we're going to the tavern now.
Yep.
Okay, I go in.
Okay,
Right,
so
go at the door.
Maravis, you're following.
Yep.
Cool. So as you two head in, the guy at the front desk nods at Maravis and turns to Marla. Hey, welcome to the Warrior's Rest. Can I get your name?
No.
Sorry, she's just a joker. Yeah, Jane here doesn't really, like giving her name out too much, but you know how it is.
So what did you say? Hold on, what did she say?
Jane.
He sort of looks you over a little bit and shrugs. Okay, sure. Well, I'll see you. You can head right on in. Do you come in here to have something to drink or see the performance?
I would like to see the performance. It's my friends.
Yeah,
Okay,
we don't
sure.
want to be late. You know how it is.
I'm already inside. I'm taking a seat.
I kind of wave, like pretending like I'm being pulled by her and follow her in.
Okay, so you see Arya sitting down there,
Mhm.
and the lights dim as you sort of get close to her, and the lights exactly dim, but a couple of torches are extinguished and such. They didn't really have that level of lighting yet, but the curtains are pulled apart and. Ruka, you're standing there with the rest of the group. So, there's 3 others along with you. So, do you want to... roll me a performance check, then.
Alright, do I have any bonuses because I improved the song?
Yeah, you get advantage. And I'm going to give them all a performance roll as well. After you. Ooh, those are not...
Hey, 14 is pretty good.
14 is decent. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what the others get. That's
10 is
10,
average.
3, and... Sorry, that's 6, 13, and 19. Okay, yeah. So, the lute player beside you plays incredibly well, while the person on the flute and the person sort of playing the harp next to him seem to be doing decently as well. And all in all, the performance itself sounds pretty great. So yeah, so right now we have Arya, Marlo, and Rava sitting in the audience that Rilke can see. What are you guys going to do?
I'm gonna keep overwatch on what I can see.
Okay. You don't really see anything too out of the ordinary. There's a decent number of people watching the show, and seems to be some friggin' you know that there's a bit of noise coming from the bar of people just sort of drinking and having fun.
Yeah, I keep watching them.
Okay, sure. The roll me another performance check then, Rilka.
Alright then.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage again because you are. That's fine. You did fine. They got. Yeah, they also did it. Everyone's playing really well. Things have gotten they seem to have even gotten a little better since the last time. The person playing the person playing the lute is playing as well as ever, but the harp player and the person on the flute seem to have picked up and are playing a little better as well. So yeah.
I hum along and tap my fingers on the table.
Nice. Okay, so soon the performance has ended, and you guys sort of regroup together.
Okay.
All right. Bravo, by the way.
Yeah, good job.
In the meantime, we should not be here.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's raining super. Did you hear all the thunder?
Well, and I kind of look around very casually to see if anybody else is looking at us.
Also, as Wilka looks at like the other two, whatever, she sort of looks a bit more worried.
Do I see anybody?
Wait, so what are you looking for? Sorry, I got kind of
I'm
distracted.
just having a look around to see if I see anybody.
The bartender. Nobody seems to be like particularly looking at you. The bartender's sort of looking out over the bar. The guy at the front desk is doing himself. A couple of people are looking over at Rilka, but that's mainly because she just finished the show, and they don't seem to be paying much attention. And the bar patrons just seem to be sort of hanging around together.
Can I say first? Don't go over to the over there and do what the normal function of that thing is to do. Just don't.
I don't drink.
Never drink.
Yeah, I've heard the preacher. Don't worry, I don't drink. It's cool.
That's safest. You hear that? I mean, I love the sound of a scribe taking down what we say on his newfangled writing device.
Yeah. Who's typing?
Who's typing? Okay, whoever you are, thank you for stopping. But yes, so we have some stuff to talk about, I think. To try and figure out what happened earlier, and some other things. And there's a house that we can probably stay at, and we're not staying here. We're not.
The house? Did you break into someone's house?
They actually broke into it for me because it was theirs. Let's go.
Okay.
Actually, someone else broke into the house that was their house that they didn't break into because they own the house.
Actually, I had to lockpick one of my friend's apartments because he forgot his key.
You know how to lockpick?
Yeah, a little bit.
Nice.
Cool.
I
Cool.
can lockpick like a shitty lock. Like, I have the tools for it.
So do I.
Anyway.
I
Are
need
we
to get a
heading
better
off
lock.
there?
So yeah, you're heading. You guys are all heading back to the house.
Yes.
Doodle-doo. Doodle-doo.
we there yet?
Yeah, you've made your way through the rain, and you're now sort of at the house, and yep. So things are a little. It's a little hard to sort of see because of the rain, but you're all soaking wet as you get inside.
Okay.
And Talremis sort of sees you, and is like, "Hey, I assume you enjoyed the show."
Yes. Yeah. It was good. It was good. You should have come.
I'm fine staying here, thanks.
Okay.
Safest. I'd recommend someone keep watch. I doubt
they'll come after us. I doubt they'll come. Whoever it is will come after us here. But that might not be a bad idea. He sort of pauses for a second. Are you all alright? You seem like you've seen a ghost. You all seem rather perturbed.
Just a little.
Can I roll deception to see whether I can act fine?
You can try, but he sort of before you can, he sort of speaks up. You said that I would. You said that I could tag along with you, so I would. If there's something going on, I wouldn't.
You said what now?
We have a friend.
Yes. He's going to come with us. His niece was on the farm.
Oh.
He fixes Roko. He fixes Arya with a harsh sort of glare. I'm going to find the people that killed my niece, and I'm going. And if you're trying to find them as well, then I'm coming with you.
I won't begrudge you that.
Okay, so do you want to try and roll deception to try and convince him you're fine?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Hope I please don't.
I think I have a good idea what I'm going to do.
I want to seem real cool, you guys.
Yep, you are. Wow, you're able to convince.
Cucumber.
Yeah. You are able to convince him. To an extent, yes. You actually managed to calm your own nerves with how, like, you in attempting to sort of deceive him that you're absolutely fine. You managed to calm yourself down somewhat. And perhaps you now feel a bit better. So, what are you guys gonna do?
Bill goes to the store. It's like, we can't just get a room and just like rest for the night or something.
I'm pretty tired too.
He sort of nods and just sort of says, I've got a couple rooms and any of you are free to sleep on the couch as well. I was planning to invite my niece back, so I have another room set up. It should be able to fit at least two of you.
Okay.
Thank you for your hospitality. It'll be an honor to have you in our group.
He sort of nods and sits by the he sits by the he goes off into the main room and sits by the fire smoking.
I sleep on the couch.
Okay, so you guys are we're gonna leave that there then, with you guys taking a long rest.
Yeah, sounds good.
So
All right.
You know what I'm going to be doing with this level up if we get them.
No.
We don't get a level up.
Marlo gets a level up.
Woo!
Wait, we're doing separate level ups now?
Yeah. Well, Marlo it wouldn't make much sense otherwise. Marlo fought fucking Talremis in the tournament, so she gets a level up. But I mean, you didn't exactly do much to warrant a level up.
I RP'd. I mean, I did my. What? You think experience is just fucking? Are you serious?
It's not. I know it's just not. It's not just for combat, but like, fucking.
Like a lot's happened in this section. I feel like we deserve a level up, because like we, as Avengers, now have a big task ahead of us.
Nope, it's fine.
In fact, yeah, no, you do make a good point. I'll say you did get a level up for that. But Marlowe is still further along in level 4 than the rest of you. In fact, no, Marlowe and Arya, because Arya is also the one who completed the fucking amulet quest.
Completed, quote unquote.
So wait, what? So we're not leveling up, or we are leveling?
Say again?
So we are leveling up?
Yes, you all leveled up to level 4. Arya and Marlowe are slightly further in level 4 due to Arya completing a quest and Marlowe fighting Talroth.
I'm not sure how I feel about you, just like unevenly distributing XP.
Fuck you.
Life is.
Okay, so it says I get an ability score improvement at level 4.
Yes, that's basically, if I remember correctly, that allows you to put 2 points into any of your base stats, if I remember correctly.
Although there is a high limit. Cat, stop that! Stop. Yeah. There's a limit of how high you can go up.
Yeah, so
you proficiency bonus.
Yeah, you get 2 points in. You can put 2 points anywhere you like in all of your 6 main stats. Is it 6 or is it 7? Like crazy?
It's 6.
Yeah, in your 6 out of your 6 main stats, you all have gained 2 extra points to put into them.
At level 4.
Yep.
And so what's the hit point thing again? Is it like add 1d10 of stuff?
You roll it. No, you're rolling.
Oh, I have to do it before.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Dang it.
You got 1. You got 9.
Son of a gun.
And you add your con modifier to that just again.
Oh, I do? Okay.
Yep.
So Constitution, that's a 2 plus
Oh yeah,
so that'll be an 11.
You do the same, Pry.
So that's still not very much, but it's better than what I had.
Better than 1.
Okay, so I get 2 points to add. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you get 1.
Oh, there's some birds.
Guess what?
Chicken
Now, now I don't have a negative modifier on my intelligence, and I only have a -1 on wisdom. I'm gonna be
No,
dangerous.
They say don't balance out your flaws, just put more stuff into your strength.
Fuck it! Wow, Joe, cool. I haven't
Hey,
backpedaled. I just have a shitty internet connection. Wow, what?
Okay, so I'm gonna talk to the mods about giving him, because that was like a hell of a, like that was shitty. We agree about that, right?
Yeah, I fully admit that May has a lot of flaws, but you can't just go, oh yeah, she's shit because she's fat.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm part of the being fat isn't necessarily a good thing. It's not
It's not
like
good health-wise sometimes, but it's not like bad.
it's not you're not. I wouldn't fucking say like, oh yeah, you're a shit person because you're fat. You know?
Yeah, he backpedaled super hard.
And then he tried to blame it on the internet connection. Like what? But anyway, so Ravis, Marlowe, yeah, you've all added your health and such.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we can call this session here then.